Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, Twitch chat. Hello, ducklings. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, first stream of the week. Sorry about yesterday, stuff came up. But that's the fate of the Monday stream. The Monday stream just occasionally doesn't happen. Work. Hello everyone! We're here! And you are too! And I don't know why. But I hope you're doing well. Galundia, good afternoon. Kensei, good afternoon. Hello, thank you for the hydrate. Hold up, let me get that. I just got some fresh water. Hell yeah, thank you. Cat, hello, Cat. Hope you're doing well. Sinjin, hello Sinjin, good afternoon. Craig, good morning Craig. Rav, yo, how you doing? Hello. Got my tea and snacks ready. Oh, I would like some tea. I would love some tea, thank you. Matu, thank you for the 53 and the 60 streak. Holy shit. Holy crap, good morning Matu, holy. Hope you're well. Hello. Hatchney, good afternoon. Hello, everyone. We've got things to do today. Afeet, hello, Afeet. You're late? No, you're not late at all. I'm a bit late today. I am a little bit late today. Sorry, I had some tech issues. We have a cool new thing. And I was struggling with that cool new thing. Note to self, there is a reason ice cream is 70% off in the winter, because it's cold?
62 is a K-type main sequence star cooler and smaller than the Sun, located 982 light-years from Earth in the constellation Lyra. It resides within the field of vision of the Kepler spacecraft, the satellite that NASA's Kepler mission used to detect planets that may be transiting their stars. On April 18, 2013, it was announced that the star has 5 planets, 2 of which, Kepler-62e and Kepler-62f, are within the star's habitable zone. The outermost, Kepler-62f, is likely a rocky planet.
Yo, Kepler's also a monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is invaluable to its archetype. Anyway. I don't know how to play DDD, don't ask me. Kensei, thank you so much. Thank you. 62. Holy shit. Thank you, Kensei. MJM, good afternoon. Hello. Cold, not cod. No, that's a fish. Ice cream fish. Yay. Ice cream fish. Delicious. I was minutes away from buying an ice cream machine yesterday. And I don't even know why. Like, the sudden thought struck me, like, I really want an ice cream machine now. But maybe it was because Krembo talked about it at one point, right? And was like, you know what? Ice cream machine. And then I was hovering. Do I buy one now? Do I not buy one now? I ultimately didn't buy one. But still thinking about it. DDD is sadly too complicated for ultimately boring endboards. I really don't care about the endboards it produces either, Syndrome. That's exactly it. I think the Link 3 that they just got is really interesting. And the fact that the endboard like works via steels, like they have like 2 or 3 sucks on the board, right? Like, that's kind of cool. But overall, it's just another build-a-board deck. And usually when it comes to like decks that just build boards, I have to go via whether I like the cards. And I dislike 90% of all the DDD cards designs. They all just look so bleh. Right? Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, I have to kind of like talk about Yu-Gi-Oh today for like the 3 of you that care. They announced the next pack for Master Duel, and it contains the new Boral support. The one that's coming out in 2 days in paper? What the fuck? What? Huh? So, what? I'm actually really tempted to, like, learn Dragon Link. Good luck, Master Duelists. I don't know, like, the cards seem incredibly good, right? The new rocket stuff seems incredibly good, but it still has the one problem where it dies to a single bestial. Well, it doesn't. It's incredibly resilient to interruption, but it's really annoying, right? I don't know. I was really surprised. Like, I saw Barrel Shroud Dragon and was like, what the fuck? I haven't seen this thing yet. When did this come out? And then I was thinking, wait, this comes out in Burst Protocol. Wait, Burst Protocol came out in 2 days. Burst Protocol comes out in 2 days. What the fuck? Why do all the streamers I watch play Yu-Gi-Oh? You have to ask yourself, if every streamer that you watch plays Yu-Gi-Oh, is it the streamers or is it you? Here's the answer. Here's the actual answer. Yu-Gi-Oh, unfortunately, is a fun game. Very unfortunately, Yu-Gi-Oh is fun. That's exactly what I ask myself. Oh no. What happens if I have 21 out of 20 supplants? I don't think you can place the 21st Galandia. Magic's not worth it. Well, to be honest, Wizards of the Coast is fucking dog shit, but so is Konami. MTG and YGO share like one common thing, and that is that the parent company sucks dick. I'm really, really, really interested about the new rocket support. Shroud is obviously going to be UR. I have a Royal End Dragon. That's kind of the problem. Hence why I sort of need to be interested in it. Force of Will is definitely. You're the only one that I've ever seen reference it, Effort. Every time Effort brings a Force of Will reference, I'm like, no one in chat gets this. I get it, don't worry. But I'm like, Effort's the only one. Speaking of, did you ever look at Orchest? Like, I still don't understand what you meant with like they needed your opponent to control a Link monster. I don't get it. Incredibly interested what you were talking about. After Crime Side, you need to elaborate, Sinjin. What's Crime Side? My petty status EX, yo, maxed out of 100. Nice. Actually, did play the 21st? Really? Interesting. Huh. I don't know. You need to get the regional development up to level 3 to get 30. Oh, that's why I didn't run into the maximum. My regional development is at level 6. Like, Wulin is really easy to get to 6. Really easy to get there. Frab! Hello, Frab. Hope you're doing well. Nightmare card with an Orcus card. I was trying to make a hybrid deck between both. Which Nightmare? Because they are kind of the same deck effort, yeah. Like, do you mean Orcus Nightmare? That's an Orcus card? I don't think we play Nightmare. I don't think we play Orcus Nightmare anymore. Well, you can. Well, no, you play. No, you sent Harp, right? Fuck it, I still play Nightmare. I still play Orcus Nightmare. Crime Set was basically a board game on Steam. It was only out for a year, but because it was online only when it shut down. Oh, live service, huh? Did Konami release anything good in the last decade? The last couple of Yu-Gi-Oh sets were okay. Other than that, no. The fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Anthology collection they put out, like the big anniversary collection, was fucking dog shit. Capcom is laughing to the bank. Capcom has been... Blah. Blah. Just gone to the monitoring center, did everything there. Supposed to go back. Ah, okay. Gotcha. So you only really just started there? I mean, you're not hyped for RE3, RE9? RE as in Resident Evil? Okay, easy. I'm not hyped for RE9. But that's because I've never been hyped for any Resident Evil ever. I don't care. Okay, whatever. What else is Capcom? Hold up. Like, what else is Capcom known for? Give me Street Fighter, Mega Man, Devil May Cry, Monster Hunter. I mean, I'm incredibly hyped for Monster Hunter Stories 3. Incredibly hyped. But Monster Hunter, exactly. See? Tekken? Is Tekken Capcom? You hype for Navi's return? I hope I can kill him if he returns, yeah. Honestly, Capcom for me is Monster Hunter, and that's kind of it. They might do other things. they probably do other things. But who fucking knows what those things are? Oh, there, Platinum titles list. Hello, Capcom. We have Monster Hunter, Resident... Okay, so, number 1, Monster Hunter World. Number 2, Monster Hunter Rise. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 7, Monster Hunter Iceborne, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Monster Hunter, Resident... Okay, so it's... Oh, I get it. It's those 3. Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Street Fighter... Then a couple Street Fighters. Then the best Monster Hunter ever made, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. By the way, I'm doing the fucking social media clapping thing. If you have a Switch, 1 or 2, doesn't matter. And if you are in the EU, probably, Monster Hunter Gen U, the best Monster Hunter ever made, is currently like fucking €5 or something on the Nintendo Online Store. It's like 90% off. I cannot stress how much you should own that game. Anyway, moving on. Phoenix Wright. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that entirely. Monhan 4, RE, Dragon's Dogma. Awful. What else do we have? Street Fighter, Dead Rising, Dragon's Dogma, Dead Rising, huh? I'll finish the top 50 real quick. Resident Evil, Monohana, Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, DMC, Resident Evil, Dead Rising 2, Okami! That's a good game. Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, Dragon's Dogma, Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay. So there are some recurring titles there, huh? You can't play Dispatch without censorship? Play it on Steam. I don't know. Darkstalker, isn't that's a franchise? Darkstalker isn't even a franchise. That's an IP that's been dead for forever. Right? I'm pretty sure the only thing that survived from Darkstalkers is some of the female character designs that people are still drawing art of to this day. Darkstalker? Exactly. It had 3 games before dying? Yeah, but when did it die, Affit? When did it die? 25 years ago? 30? Wasn't Dino Crisis Capcom? Oh, I don't know. It might have been. Jason! I'm just looking at the top 50 sales numbers. That's it. It's not in there. But it could have been. We might get in Gokabi 2 once it comes out. They announced that, right? I'm kind of excited for that. That's really cool. Okami is a game that has kind of a bit of a cult status, right? Because it's adorable. But Dino Crisis is Capcom. Alright. Alright. It was designed as an action Resident Evil. What, Dino Crisis? And then RE4 came out, Now, I've never really cared about Resident Evil as a thing. First of all, I don't like horror. Second of all, I don't like zombie horror, which is what Resident Evil used to predominantly be. Obviously, they've done other things, but it's always the weird, mutation zombie virus thing, and I just don't care. Meh. This is one thing that's really important about Resident Evil, not to belittle the games too much, right? I know that many of them have huge cult status, but a lot of them have that cult status because they were games that people grew up with, right? Like the big horror games of some people's like youth or childhood. I never did, therefore I don't really have a connection to it. Also, I think every game that has zombies in it needs to like have something else in it, because holy shit, zombies are boring. We should make Care play Soma. It's horror with zombies under the ocean. You shouldn't make Care play Soma, because Soma is baby's first transhumanism. Soma is some of the dumbest bullshit transhumanism ideas, and everyone goes, whoa, that's so deep. Whoa, what happens if we upload ourselves? Whoa. No, it's like the bottom of the fucking barrel in that genre. Oh, I cannot stand Soma, dude. I cannot fucking stand that game. And it's exclusively because everyone goes like, holy shit! No, this is like kindergarten. This is kindergarten shit. Ugh. Anyway, it's also underwater. Fuck that game. Notcha, how you doing? I've arrived at a time. Don't worry, we're just talking about like Capcom games, weirdly enough. Yeah, baby's first transhumanism, exactly. And it's like, mind you, all of these ideas are interesting, right? The idea of what happens if you upload your consciousness, what happens if you like copy your consciousness, right? The Star Trek teleporter issue, right? Like, what happens if you teleport somewhere else? That is the body that gets put together really you? Is it a copy? Is it a facsimile? Is it an empty shell? Like, all of these questions are really interesting, but Soma doesn't treat them with anything. It doesn't deal with them. It gives you them as a twist. And then I'm supposed to be, like, surprised by it. Just not. It's just not good. I detest the you think you download yourself, but it's just a copy angle they take. Here's the thing, MJM. That is a fascinating idea, right? It's just that Soma doesn't treat it with any respect whatsoever. Like, there's no working through it. It's just, oh, chalk. Reject self-upload, embrace alchemy. Wait, why alchemy? Are we making golems now? Hold up. Had my interview yesterday. They said they'd see about setting up a second interview, but haven't gotten a hard date in time for it yet. See how it goes. All right. First of all, before I go into a rant, Nonchalanto, I wish you the absolute best. Okay? That's the most important thing. I wish you the best, and I hope it all goes well for you. Second of all, what the fuck is second interviews? That wasn't a rant? No, we're starting now. I hate this American concept of like, oh, then we're doing a second round of interviews and then maybe a third. Why? That's not cost efficient, you dumb fucks. Here's how, if I hire someone, right? Here's how the hiring process works. I put out a hiring notice. Hi, we're looking for people. I get applicants. I get resumes. I sort through all the resumes by who's interesting and who isn't. I invite the ones that are interesting. If this is a really high-ranking position, I invite them to an assessment center sort of deal where they'll get to play funny games in groups, and then I get to judge them for being shit. And then I talk to them. And then at the end of the day, me and whoever's the head of the department that hires, we pick who gets hired. That's it. I'm sure as fuck not going to set up a second round of interviews where I'm going to ask them the same fucking questions all over again. Because the first interview, I'm going to make sure I get the info that I want from them. Holy shit. This is such a... Oh. I was thinking you were going to saying they're setting up a second interview is a backhanded way of saying they're not interested. Oh, no, it isn't. That's not how it works. No, Nonchalanto. No, not whatsoever. This is common. This is a common, like, forced upon the rest of the world by American corporatism. I can't even blame the Americans. It's your stupid corporations. For once, this isn't an American problem. It's American corporation or corp culture that's doing this. Very separate from the everyday person. Oh, God. And this is hyper common. I have had friends go through 4 rounds of interviews before. 4! Why? Crowder, how you doing? Have you seen your visit logs at Enfield lately? I don't read my visit logs. Did you get anything good, Crowder? Multiple rounds of interviews to skirt the laws that forbid you from discriminating because you can point to test 75 and interview 8 and say they were shit. Yes and or no, Palin. You have a point. That if you are hiring someone over someone else, you should have a reason for that, especially if the person you're not hiring could sue you on grounds of potential discrimination. None of what I'm about to tell you is legal advice, and probably also not best practices, but it's real practices. The way you get around that is by having a reason. You don't need interview XYZ for that at all. If I don't want to hire someone because I don't like the color of their shoes, then I'm not hiring them because whatever. You'll find a reason, right? And you're certainly not going to name the shoes, right? Like, first of all, you don't tell people why you don't hire them to begin with. You just go with, hey, we picked someone else. Then if they suspect discrimination, they can sue, but the level of proof that you need in order to quote-unquote prove that you weren't discriminating against them and that you had a clean selection process is very fucking low. Very, very low. So that's not why they're done. It's a fucking stupid corporate practice. Tally, how you doing? Hello. Same good on you. My last 2 days have been horrible. I got Lafong, who I do not like. He's really cool, though, if you get the rest of the Fizz team, Chrono. But I don't like him either. He was kind of cutesy in the story for the 2 minutes that he was there. But, I got a double 6-star yesterday on a 10 pull. I got a dupe Last Ride and a dupe Pog. Which, by the way, I'm happy with both of those. Good morning, Ring Song. Good quote-unquote morning. Do I buy at red arrows or green arrows at Enfield? You buy at red arrows, the lowest red arrows you can find, and you sell at the highest green arrows you can find, Chrono. That was some ducking magic. And then there's the kill. It is not just the interviewed commitment to the job. No, it's also not. No, effort, no. There are many, many mysteries that people believe in, many, many like urban myths that people believe in as to why interviewers are doing certain things. And I can tell you 99% of the time, the reason why something is done in interview is for a practical reason. They're never done to like see how committed an applicant is. We know how committed our applicants are because either they show up to the interview or they don't. The answer, think about this. Please think about this. When you are a company that's hiring, let's say you are HR, right? And you have been tasked with finding a person for an open position in your company. And not only do you somewhere along that process need to present people that can actually be hired, that's what your job is in parts, but you also have to justify the expenses you've incurred in that. The expenses you've incurred can be anything. They can be a lot of things, actually. First of all, your time that your company's paying for is an expense. Done. Because you could be doing other things, right? Bookings of rooms or like halls that you have your assessment centers in, all of that is a cost. Putting out adverts and hiring notices, all of that is a cost. And these are not cheap, right? All of these are costs you're incurring. So a lot of the things that we do in our hiring processes is to minimize these costs, because usually, depending on how big your company is, you're hiring a lot, right? And it is a pretty big mark. So if you're saying, hey, I want to like test how committed my future potential employee is, you're just wasting company time. right? You're just wasting company time. Palin says we have 2 interview rounds. One just initial screening by HR to see that you're a human, another with the team they're interviewing for. Fucking stupid. That's so dumb. So the way that we have, that we do interviews is, like I just described, right? Like, if I invite someone to an interview, then they will arrive at an interview that has me there, who is, like, moderating the conversation. I'm going to be asking, like, the basic bitch HR questions, like the things that I need from them. And no, it doesn't involve, name your 3 strengths and 3 weaknesses. We don't ask that shit. Like, awful. You ask questions that actually have a point, right? And then with me, I almost never have these applicants to myself, right? Like with me is usually whoever's responsible for the department that is being hired for. Might that be like a technical lead or like the department head, like someone that like knows what the department wants or needs, or someone that's been empowered to like have a say in the entire process. And they are going to be asking the relevant technical questions, right? Like, let's say I'm trying to get like an engineer, then I will have someone with like an engineering pedigree next to me. They will ask like engineering questions that they're interested in to see whether the candidate that we're talking to is competent. That will happen in one sitting. And then once that's done, I thank them for the time and I tell them to fuck off. Like I said, there's a potential that there's like an assessment center, like a sort of like test, or like, you know, assessment centers, right? You come in, you're asked to like fill in like a test thing, like literally like in school, or you're tasked with like solving a problem or having like you're put into a group with other applicants to like present something. Assessment centers. Annoying. There might be that depending on the job. Obviously, if you're hiring, I don't know, if you're hiring a warehouse worker, that's probably not what's going to happen. If you're hiring an engineer, the likelihood of that is much higher. Why? Because that's a higher grade position, therefore incurring additional costs to fill that position is more important. Not to put any shade on warehouse workers by any means whatsoever. However, that is a more replaceable position, right? I can find someone else to like work in that position much easier than I can a qualified engineer that has worked with turbines before or whatever, right? So the selection process adapts. And that's it, right? Who do I build to have Panda on a team? Japan is actually a really, really good frontline, Craig. So Japan is the frontline that you're playing. Then you always build Chen. Chen is currently the core of every physical team. You want Pogranichnik, because he's really fucking good. And then your last slot is either going to be Ardelia or Ember or really anyone you want. Probably not Ant-Man. You could play Ant-Man, but like you're really hoping for like other support, right? Japan is hyper viable. Everyone's kind of hyper viable. Like, don't play support as your DPS, but Japan is very good. There are currently 3 physical teams that are all viable, and they all slightly play differently. There is Entmin with Chen and Pog. There is Li Feng with Chen and Pog, and there's Japan with Chen and Pog. And they're all kind of jostling for the same position. Interviews are like dating. The worst is when the other party's wasting your time. Not just when they're wasting your time. Interviews are like dating. You're exactly right. The worst part is when you ask them a question and they give you one-word answers. There's a German expression called jemandem etwas aus der Nase ziehen. To like have to drag something out of someone's nose, which is when you ask them a question and they give you like a 1-word, 2-word answer, and then you have to ask another question and they give you another short answer, and you have to like claw it out of them, right? I hate those interviews. If that happens, I can guarantee you I'm not hiring that. Pulling teeth, yes, exactly. It's pulling teeth in English. You're absolutely right. That's precisely what it is. I can guarantee you I'm not hiring that person. It doesn't matter how competent they are. If like that's how the interview goes, I'm not hiring them. Interview tips, by the way. If you're at an interview, just like give answers. You don't have to keep talking for forever, but like take a deep breath. You don't even need to answer immediately. Take a second or two. Look like you're thinking. Don't look like you're thinking. Do what you want. But just like a sentence, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. Just talk a little. You're going to be fine. What's motivating you to get this job? Yeah, I'm never asking that question. Because the answer is going to be some bullshit, right? The answer to what's motivating you to apply for this job is, I've always been intensely passionate about machines. Like, no, you're not. Like, you need money. You know this, I know this. We're not asking that question. The questions that you want to ask in an interview need to be purposeful. Like, obviously, if you're from the tech side, if you're from the, like, actual, like, department, that's going to be much easier because you know what you're dealing with. What you are doing on the HR side need to be, like, much more direct questions. Every question that you ask should have a reason behind it. Why are you asking this question? What are you trying to learn from that question? You don't learn anything from asking someone, what's motivating you to get this job? Or what are your 3 strengths? What are your weaknesses? Like, no, like, you're not learning anything from this. Instead, the questions that you want to ask are much more geared towards the person you're talking to, right? Hey, so I see from your resume you were working at that competitor. Give me like an interesting project that you worked on. Like, obviously without the details if you can't talk about them, but what's an interesting project that you worked on that you found fascinating? Give me that. What do I learn from that? I learn from that what the focus of that person's, what that person's focus is. What they like to focus on, something that they engage with during their work. Not just something that they are being engaged by, like routine work that they need to do, but something that they find a standout experience that helps you motivate people, that helps you, especially in larger departments, sort people into the right niches. It also gets them talking, and if you're talking about if you're talking to someone that's really like passionate about the shit they do, then you will hear that. Obviously, passion doesn't really mean all that much. It's a factor, but I'm very passionate about a lot of things I'm dog shit at. But like, you're asking questions like this, questions you're actually getting something out of. Open-ended questions, right? That's way more important. And Rai, good afternoon, Rai. How you doing? Hello. Are you hiring right now? We are hiring right now, Tally, yeah. Especially because one of my dudes quit today. I'm intensely passionate about having money and eating food. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? All of this like codified song and dance of like, ooh, I have to ask this question because it's an interview. None of that is relevant. And if you're like talking to someone in HR that knows their shit, right? Then you're not being asked these questions. Are you hiring ducks? Unfortunately, we are currently not hiring ducks, no. We're openly discriminating against duck kind. From now on in an interview, I'm going to ask if they play Yu-Gi-Oh! That wouldn't be the weirdest question I've been asked before, Palin. Or do you mean like from the interviewers or from the interviewee side? Because I've asked someone whether they play Yu-Gi-Oh! Before in an active interview, in the middle of it, not at the end. They described something to me as a spell speed. So, like, I was talking to them about like reaction things, right? I can't really go into detail. That's like job stuff, right? And they answered with, oh, like that's like a spell speed 4 kind of deal, which means it's unreactable. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Slang for things that are unreactable. And I go like, it's a what? And they looked really caught off guard. I don't think they know what they said. So we had a very nice conversation for the next 5 minutes about playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And like the inherent problem solving of Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what? And this is actually a really good example. this is another really good example because there was no point. You might argue, hey, you're trying to hire someone. Why the fuck are you talking to them about Yu-Gi-Oh for 5 minutes? And I can tell you why. The second I got them to talk about like dumbfuck card games, no, it's not about transferable skills. Like, whatever. The second I got them to talk about dumbfuck card games and I told them that I play dumbfuck card games, that guy stopped being as nervous as he was. Passion? No, not really. I don't care about your passion about your hobbies. I don't give a shit how much you like playing football, or how much you love reading, or how much you like riding your bike. Standard answers. Fuck that shit. It's a report is one of those things. Exactly, Rev. Exactly. They were hyper nervous. They were fresh out of uni, right? They were hyper nervous. They stopped like going. I was less the really scary HR person. I was another stupid asshole playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In that moment. And once we switched back to like the job talk, he got at least a little bit nervous again. Like he did revert a little bit, but not the entire way. We had a much easier conversation afterwards because I kind of humanized myself a little bit through that. And that helped a lot. This all sounds like, oh, look at all these psych tricks. No, it's really not. In general, if you have an applicant, if you're having applicants over, you try to put them in a comfortable position, because if they're all nervous and scared of you, then you're not getting the answers that you want to hear, right? Like they're not their best, and you want to see them put forward their best. Like you try to make a comfortable atmosphere for them, they try to like appeal to you, and then you just go. It's just, there's really nothing magic to it. Driver's license back after sending it for a renewal after medical. Oh, hell yeah, Rye! Congrats! I played the Hello Fellow Human card. Yeah, it was face down in my spell and trap zone. You don't want a nervous person on a date? Oh, that depends. That depends on what you're into. Nah. Every time I have a friend, like this is the last I'll say on this topic, and then we'll talk about video games. But you got me talking about a part of my job that I really like. Like this is what I'm passionate about. I fucking love that part of my job. Every time I hear from like a friend of mine, like that they've been in an interview, I go like, oh, how was the interview? Like, how did it go? And then people get to talking, right? And you still have so many interviewers that ask like these boring ass basic bitch questions that tell you nothing because they feel like they have to. Because that's the meme, right? That's the standard. That's the status quo. You need to ask, what's your biggest weakness? You're not getting anything out of it, and they know that. But you need to dance the dance, right? You have to, because if you don't, then I don't know. Maybe compliance is going to get you in your sleep. I don't know. The evil people from the controlling department will eat your shoelaces. If you don't ask those questions, then marketing is going to go on another hiring spree, and they'll make it your problem. I don't know. What are other HR superstitions? They make you reread all of the insurance contracts. Right! 81! Holy shit! What flavor fruit are you on a Thursday? Yeah, exactly. You have an apple in your left hand and 2 apples in your right hand. What's the surface area of the sun? What the fuck? Why is shit exploding outside? Read a book of HR superstitions. There are too many of those. 81. Rai is one of my longest running subscribers. Rai has been here for an eternity. And I am ever so grateful. Rai also still has the first badge. Rai is one of the first 10 people. Sorry, my voice is breaking. Hold up, let me sip something real quick. There we go. I was asked if I could have dinner with anyone living or dead. Who would it be? I would like it to be my grandfathers because I miss them. I'm sorry, Nanja. I've heard that question before. Sorry, I'm torn between going like, oh, and then like analyzing the shit out of it because my brain, no work, right? Yeah, for a couple of years, we had this trend in HR going around. It really was a trend. You know, when we started getting these like Facebook posts about like, ooh, at Google, if you go to an interview, they ask you these like really tricky questions for these like really weird reasons. Right? Like this shit. Like your uncle has sent you this on Facebook type of bullshit. This went around like a shit ton of HR offices everywhere. And suddenly you had to ask like really out of the pocket questions because you had to ascertain the candidate's imagination or like other soft skill bullshit like that, right? And there is a value to some of these. Like there's a value to see like how quick, like how you approach like a really weird problem. But that's usually like a department problem, not an HR problem, if I'm being entirely honest with you. I wonder what they were trying to like learn off of that question. Like, I wonder what they were trying to learn off of that question. I remember when I interviewed for my legal department position, the weirdest question I was asked, and this is not going to be a weird question. You're gonna go like, what do you mean weird question? My head of department asked me, what's your favorite book? That was the weirdest question they asked me. To which I replied, Kafka's Metamorphosis. To which, within half a second, he replied, no, book, not short story. And I'm like, oh, I'm actually talking to people that like want an answer to this. Cool. And then we had a lovely conversation about like really trashy fantasy novels, because that's the other part I read. I read like real trash sci-fi. It turns out, like I asked him like half a year later, like what that fucking question was. I was like, Martin, what the hell was that question? Like, what were you trying to learn off of it? And he goes like, I just wanted to know whether you like read whatsoever. I like people that read. And I was going to judge you based on whether I know the author you're mentioning or not. Like, cool. Thanks. Mind you, he wasn't HR, he's a lawyer. So, can't expect shit, right? Can't expect shit. Is that considered discrimination? No, not at all. I mean, not discrimination under the AGG, Arbeitnehmergleichbehandlungsgesetz. I'm pretty sure, like, you can't discriminate, like, if you're trying to hire someone in Germany, right? You can't discriminate against them based on their age, based on their heritage, based on their sex, based on their worldview, and based on their religion. And that's it, I think. I might be missing one. I've never been good at recounting all of them. You can discriminate against them based on whether they read a book or not. Oh, their race, obviously. Duh. Sorry, I had that under heritage. Like, these very obvious things, right? Like, these very, very obvious things don't discriminate against people because of something that is just them, right? I can discriminate based on books and whether they play Yu-Gi-Oh! This is not legal advice! None of this is legal advice! Do not listen to a duck on the internet. The question for me was literally on a script or list of questions she had in case she didn't know what to ask next. Ah! She looked like she was reading something on a different screen when she asked. Okay. Yeah, no. Alright. I hate these. I fucking hate these, Nonchalanto. These fall into a category of questions that I like to call time questions. Time questions are questions that some people ask when they just need you to talk real quick. They just need you to talk about something. Because either they are like answering an email right now, which is just rude as fuck, or they've like lost the plot and they need to like take a deep breath real quick to see where they are in the interview process. Maybe they're not like super familiar with the process, something like that. And I hate these. Absolutely fucking hate these questions. Because you shouldn't be asking them, right? If you're new, if you're not like super familiar with the interview process, if this is like one of your first couple of jobs, positions that you're filling, then just say that. Just go like, hey, hold up, I need to like find my way again. They're not going to think less of you, right? They're the applicant. Like, what are they going to do? No, just like be nice and say like, hey, sorry about that. Really quickly, I need to find my way through the script. I'm relatively new at this. Or like, hey, we change procedure, anything, right? Just be open. Like, there's a person sitting in front of you. You can be a person too. If you're trying to answer emails at the same time, then you're an asshole, flat out. When I'm talking to applicants, there is nothing else. Like, you cannot reach me. That's it. My emails don't exist until I'm out of that interview. Because these are people that are applying for a job and they make time in the day to talk to you. Therefore, you should fucking make time in your day to talk to them. That's called respect. I will occasionally have a phone with me because, but I will apologize like 5 times if I have to answer the fucking thing. And I will surely make sure that whoever's calling me knows that I'm currently in an interview. It's more of an emergency situation. So situations where you need to ask these questions should never arise. They should never arise. Yeah, but still you hear them all the time. That's never an Nazi thing about them. Technically, legally, no, that's still assault, right? That's still assault. I mean, morally, yes. Legally, no. Morally, yes. Part of it was she wasn't the person I was scheduled to speak with. Apparently some emergency came up, so he had to handle that. In that case, don't do that shit either, right? Just say, hey, I'm standing in for quick apology. Like, you know what when I was still in school, early on in school, I learned something that's really, really intricate. Well, not intricate. That's really intrinsic to the way that I act today. And that is that if you're holding a presentation in front of class, no one's going to listen to you. And also, you're probably nervous. Make a stupid fucking joke. Just make a stupid fucking joke. People will start listening to you. Not for long. Eventually you have to make another stupid fucking joke. But you get people's attention. And you calm down as well. Like, everyone around you laughing with you at the start of your presentation, instead of laughing at you if you fuck it up, helps a lot. So just make a stupid fucking joke. You're gonna be fine. Maybe sometimes people groan at you. That's fine too. Interviews are the same thing. If I have to like stand in for another interviewer and I'm not prepared, I will go up to the applicant and like tell them that. Makes them less nervous too. Like, hey, I'm standing in. Sorry, I'm still getting the script together. I'm going through like, you might make the argument, oh, it makes your company seem unorganized. Companies are unorganized. The left hand never knows what the right hand does. That's just the nature of corporations. No, just makes them less nervous. Use that opportunity. You're not prepared. They are scared of you. Just get that out. Make a dumb joke about it. The entire interview is going to go better on both sides. Don't ask random fucking questions that don't do anything. I hate that. It's a wasted opportunity is what it is. The GCP took someone I knew to a tattoo artist to cover over a certain symbol he had. Oh god. Mostly ripped into him for being an absolute idiot. He didn't last long at the unit. Yeah, no, absolutely. Holy shit. Why would you do that? The problem is last time I did a joke at work, I only got condescending looks. Well, was the joke bad, Affit? That's the other question. They are more scared of you than you are scared of them making spider noises in front of a CEO. Last year's winter, we had applicants like in winter and it was really fucking cold outside. So one of the applicants was standing outside the door and I like came up to them and was like, hey, we're ready. And I like literally went like, hey, if you're cold, they're cold, bring them in. That was my stupid like quote unquote icebreaker joke. And then we both had a quick hee and then that was it. Like, you don't need to make like a super funny joke. You just need to not seem like the scary person. It's really beneficial if you as an interviewer don't seem like the enemy. Anyway, speaking of enemies, you all want to play some video? Sorry, you got me yapping about my job, Twitch chat. I swear to God. I really like that job. And up that way was the size of the surface area of the sun. Oh. Was that it, right? Was that it? So, everyone. Menace today. I have a confession to make. I need to confess to you all. I played Menace off stream. I did a little bit of Menace off stream. However, it was for a good cause, because I wanted you all to see new content. That's how I'm going to excuse this. And now that I've excused my degenerate behavior, we can all ignore that. You wanted bigger guns, correct? It's an approximation, of course. Yeah, no, of course, right, of course. You monster, bring the pitchfork and torch. So here's what we need to do. We have a bit of homework to do real quick. You want to be a squishmallow? Oh no, I'm way squishier than I was before, right? Way squishier than before. It turns out this game gets really hard. So this game gets really, really difficult. I'm going to introduce you to the team. And then we need to name all the squads. I have the list of everyone that made it into squads with me. I have a list on my other monitor of everyone that was a squaddy before, and you're all getting back in. Don't worry about it. You're all getting back in. As opposed to Battle Brothers. Yeah. Mind you, I was never a really big fan of Battle Brothers. It was mostly the aesthetic and the setting that I didn't care for. This game has another thing I don't care for, but we're gonna talk about that too. Hey, Sulking, how you doing? We died horribly? No, this is a different save file. I made an off-stream save file and then played slightly too far in it, to the point where I'm now, but I don't want to switch back to the other one. And there's no Battle Brothers. That's the previous game. So, here's the team. We have Darby, as per usual. We have her on a crowbar. We need a different weapon with her. But also, we have an infantry special tripod Mark 20A3. The Griffin Dynamics board cannon was initially developed to be attached to air and spacecraft hardpoints. The the Mark 20A3, goddammit, I cannot, has been adapted and optimized to be fitted into tanks and other ground fighting vehicles. It fires 20mm explosive rounds in quick succession that are both devastating to light vehicles and infantry alike. This weapon is mounted on a tripod to be carried by infantry, blah blah blah, the same tripod sentence. This is an autocannon. It cannons automatically. He. Darby is on the same stuff that we had before. We have Scout, we have Athletic for more movement, we have Sharpshooter for less cover, and then we have Impossible Shot, which is one of her unique skills. Every operator has 4 unique skills, I've learned. This gives you 20% maximum weapon range with a minimum of +1 tile added. However, your drop-offs are still the same. So this cannon still drops off like crazy at 10. And then we have an additional accessory slot that I have not filled yet, for reasons that you'll see in a second. Then we have Pike. Pike also on a crowbar with an anti-tank gun, an ATRGL, a recoilless anti-tank grenade launcher that is fired from a mount and shoots a 73mm shell instead of a rocket. The projectile is not self-propelled, so it loses momentum with distance, but has a higher initial speed, giving it a decent accuracy over range and power. It also has no minimum range. Due to its massive backblast, it cannot be fired from a building and also instantly reveals the shooter to all enemies. I just realized we can't fire this from a building, therefore we should... Wait, what? We can fire this from a building. I have fired this from a building. We need something else. We have soft armor, we've got some like vision, binoculars, and the same traits we had before. Scout, more backspace, movement, and this is my rifle, which makes this thing cost half its actual points.
What? They're just standing there, menacingly.
Grandma! Grandma! Thank you for the 34 months. How you doing? Good evening. It's not our fault if the building might bend as we fire our gun. Yeah, exactly. That's correct. Igor, thank you for the hydrate. Hold up. My favorite pilot, this is Reva. For those of you that haven't met Reva yet, she is very calm and collected. Reva is still on a light troop carrier. I have still not found... Well, I've seen a tank now. However, we now have a BC autocannon. This one might be familiar to you because it's a Mark II-0A3. This Mark II-0A3. This is the vehicle-mounted version of it, and it's fucking bullshit. Reva also has exchanged her little pea shooter for an E4A2 Elsa plasma rifle. When does this game get released? In 2 days from now. 2 days! On Thursday. An improved version of the E2A6. This electrothermal accelerator is more safe to use, has a higher range and power. HIG use self-evolving algorithms to ensure maximum stability of the magnet fields used to control the discharge of the weapon. It effectively melts body armor and vehicle plating. I have not found the base version of this gun. I have only found this version. Yay. Would you like to shoot a pirate? It doesn't have to be a pirate. An infantry gun? This is a vehicle-mounted plasma gun. Then we also have a VM-AT missile. This is a one-time missile. It's a hunter-killer missile. It's you will hear me refer to this as an HK. I'm sorry. And then we have more ammo, because both of these are ammo weapons now. We have the first change in our lineup. Our previous save file had these three. This time we have Carda with us. Carda is the Timmy character. She's the rookie, the one without any experience whatsoever, and therefore with awful stats. She's gaining stats slowly but surely, just not accuracy, which is still sitting at 62. Carda has a carbine because we're not using this weapon. And then we have a U60A1 HWCM. The Hammond & Wolf Metalworks Commando Mortar was created as a versatile support option for quick moving units. After being deployed, it can fire high explosive or smoke ammunition over medium distances. Cannot be used when too close to the target. This gives you 8 shots of fragmentation grenades, but with mortars, and through the helpful application of ammo bag, and another fucking ammo bag, this is 22. We're just firing 22 of these. Yay! Is it full release already? No. The game is going into early access on Thursday. This is a press preview build that I get to play thanks to the publisher. Working with Hooded Horse is a fucking joy, I can tell you that for a fact. But no, the game's not fully out yet. And the fully out part is going to be an early access release on Thursday. So yeah, we have like a shit ton of grenades. That's what Carda does. She has a shit ton of grenades. We have a bunch of other things on her. The reason why she does grenades, you might wonder, by the way. She gets minus accuracy and discipline at mission start, but gets 5% to both per turn. This is really nice. Stacks to 8. We have bonus movement. Then we have a target mark, This helps a lot as well. We have bonus accessories, mobile infantry to get her in and out of vehicles really easily. And then we have share the load. +1 special weapon use for each squaddy. That's 8 more shots. Accuracy. This is more of a dear neighborhood type of weapon. To whom it may concern. Boom. Exactly. So this is just a shit ton more shots for whatever special weapon she's equipped with. And I really like it. I really like it. It's pretty nifty. Then we have steady gun, accuracy, and a line of sight when stationary for at least 1 turn. We're trying to keep her stationary. It never happens. And last but not least, team spirit, high spirits, morale status unlocked for the entire team. I've not seen this yet, but it gives bonus to accuracy and defense, which is cool. Are we mercenaries or part of the army? We are a marine troop sent to the frontier. Only that our ship got fucked. So, technically, we're special forces. Then we have Singh, Sachin Singh. He's the first recruit that we got. And he's really interesting. He's really, really interesting. So, you've not seen him at all. His basic skill that he starts with is called Strength in Numbers. He gains 4 accuracy and 4 discipline for each squaddy over 5. So that's another 12 accuracy, 12 discipline if he remains untouched. But he loses 4/4 for every squaddy under 5. Means he needs a lot of people around him. Suppressive fire is 150% more suppression inflicted by squad weapons. Cool. This is my rifle to make the rifle cost less. Fortify to gain a cover level no matter where he is. And then -10 AP cost to consecutive shots when no special weapon is equipped. This squad does have a special weapon, which we're about to take away because this thing does nothing. He has a laser rifle, an XL1A14, an advanced weapon designed by Zaintech Bloom Focus that delivers high energy bursts with extreme accuracy. Extreme accuracy, that's important. The shots of this weapon easily burn through conventional body armor, but only cause small wounds that hardly bleed and cause little damage to armor. Lots of armor pen, not a lot of damage, but lots of armor pen. Is one Hellgun away from being the Astra Militarum? Well, you say that, funnily enough. And then, last but not least, we have Achilles. This is our light walker, our second driver. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had another light troop carrier. We have some pirate trucks lying around that I'm not going to be using, but I wish I had another troop carrier. Can we buy another troop carrier by any fucking chance? We could buy an ATV. Do I want to? Do I know what the hardpoints on an AATV are? Variety of medium weapons. Okay, so a medium weapon, huh? Which is basically what we're doing right now. Deployment cost is 160. Whereas our deployment cost right now is 160. So Achilles is interesting because he gets specific bonuses to walkers. His entire shtick is that he gets more AP when his HP goes lower. That's not super interesting. Where was the walker stuff? Oh no, this is dash, never mind. We don't even have dash right now. He just does a lot of damage. I'm tempted to trade for that and see what the AATV does. Very tempted. 110 armor versus 110 armor. 70 accuracy, 80 discipline, vision 8. Are these just the same, but one of them is a walker? Really? That's boring. Igor. It's an Imperial Guard scout. That's what it is. The entire squad is almost too many lasers. Correct. Was he hammering his cheekbones? No, he's just Greek. He's just Greek. Don't worry about it. So that's what we have right now. We have a laser lance on him, which is a heavy military grade laser lance used in ship-to-ship combat. A devastating weapon against vehicles and heavy armor. Overheats quickly, it has to be vented, but has unlimited ammo. You get to fire this twice before it overheats. We'll see. It has a huge offset gun mount, yeah, true. So this is who we have at the moment. Let's go mission select. Oh boy. So, where do we want to go? We have the option of gaining 5 trust with local factions and a civilian trading good. If we don't go here, then our comms get jammed. And upon completion, gain a rogue army item or vehicle. We are going to be fighting against the rogue Jingwei army. Which means this isn't pirates. These are actually like military dudes with equipment. They might have tanks, and I want them. Follow-up is another rogue army item or vehicle. Enemy vehicles and walkers will start battle damaged. Oh! This is really interesting. And gain 20 additional promotion points. Enemy forces have their discipline reduced by 10%. What is this? This is a mine roads. I would absolutely play this. This is stop marauders, save civilians by destroying 80% of all attacking enemies. I'm okay with doing this. This is prevent hostile units from entering the target zone. I have started to develop a burning hatred for these missions. These I do not like whatsoever. The maps are always set up in such a way that, like, they're randomly generated, right? They're procedurally generated. There's always something in the way. Their proc gen is doing a really good job of making interesting maps. But there's always an enemy weaseling its way in somewhere. It's really fucking obnoxious. And then we have hold the outpost for 10... yeah, this one also not gonna go well, huh? We could try this one. We should try this one. But really, I think it's gonna be this one. Let's go save some civilians. So, here's our map. That's a lot of civilians. And here, what are the rewards? We literally just talked through those. And here is a mechanic that I fucking hate. My first, I hate this mechanic. Exhausted. Without time to rest and refit, this character went over their physical limits. Their combat effectiveness is severely reduced. Minus 40 action points. For 2 missions. And if you keep bringing them, this keeps refreshing, so it never goes away. The first time I encountered this was when I had my 4 starter characters and no real ability to recruit anyone else to replace them. And all 4 of them had it. That was really cool. This is when I recruited Sing. And then I rotated 1 character out at a time. I rotated 1 at a time out so that we could eventually get the debuff gone on everyone. And now Darby has it again. This shit, please consider removing this. This is so fucking not fun. If you're in endgame and you have a lot of operators, a lot of people to field, a lot of squad leaders, this might be cool, but it still causes you to unequip squads all the fucking time. There is no other time management mechanic in the entire game. Please get rid of this. It's really annoying. It's really, really annoying. I think it's probably why. Here's the problem, Rai. There is other good reasons to bring other people. Yeah, I wish this is the first thing that I found in this game that I do not like whatsoever. Actively dislike it massively. So, let's go. We're not bringing Darby, obviously. We cannot. I mean, we could maybe bring her. We have the points. We don't have the points. What else do we have? This tank gun. No, we can keep this. We're going to be on the move. Deploying this is going to be a problem. I wish we had better rocket launchers. We're bringing this EMP rifle. We're bringing this EMP rifle because what is on the board? The enemy has infantry, a machine gun team, an ATGM team. Oh god. A laser walker, a mortar team, an autocannon team, an officer, and just a walker. Oh, fuck. This is gonna go badly. Just give them amphetamines. Wash down with monster. We can do that. Hold up, we can do that. There. Protagon Pirate Speed IR tablets, right? We have that technology. We're actually going to bring this as well. We're actually going to bring this. You just drop under strength until you can buy more dudes. The problem is the first time it happens is your entire group has it. That's the problem. It creates friction that it doesn't need to create because the game itself, like once you deploy it, creates enough already. There's no reason why. Normally when you see exhaustion mechanics like this, it's to prevent characters from leveling, right? I don't want you to bring this character over and over because then they gain levels. And characters in this game do grow, these stats do grow, but they grow so slowly that that doesn't matter. And the actual levels, the promotions, are done by spending a resource. If you have promotion resources, you can spend them on anyone you want. You can hire a new character and max promote them, if you wanted to. How debilitating is it? Minus 40 AP. Minus 40 AP is an entire round of shooting. If we have this on, let's say, Carda. Carda now has below 60 AP. That means she can never sabotage an objective, which costs 60. It's to prevent ducks from having fun. It is an anti-fun mechanic. And I firmly believe that anti-fun mechanics shouldn't exist. There's no real point in them. Alright. So, we are going to be... Well, someone's probably going to fucking die. Bayonet charge? Yes. We're going to be going straight up, and I am aiming to move around. I hope that these civilians just move back in time. These ones won't have the time. This shit's too close. And there's an entire laser walker there. Which means we're going to jump on this laser walker, hopefully liberate this, and by the time that these close in, these will have backed off and we can move over. Hopefully. How's MENACE? Fucking fun, Azura. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. So far, it's been really fun, and Azura, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome and everyone. Sorry, I was stuck in a monologue. I was yapping. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream and how did it go? We're doing Ace Combat 5. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's been so long. It's been so long since I played Ace Combat. Holy shit. That has been a good long while. We're basically playing Imperial Guard Simulator today. So the Commissar has arrived, everyone. Remember, look good for the Commissar. Otherwise, she'll get ya. Hopefully we have our squads maxed. Hello, I'm really quickly double checking. Everyone's at 8 squaddies. Let's send everyone in and then we see what happens, huh? Kept running headfirst to terrain and enemy missiles. Something tells me the enemy missiles were a problem. Blam is now in effect. Exactly. So, here's our little group. We have a light troop carrier. We have a water. And then we have more dudes. Remember, we're in a fight. Someone needs to send dudes. Liberate, you say? By having more dudes, it becomes a huge pain to deal with. Yeah, Igor, and even then it does. Even then it does. What do we have for abilities? For abilities, we have an auto laser turret. Actually, we have 2 auto laser turrets. And then we have, and I haven't pressed this button yet because I was waiting for all of you, an iron cannon. The Impetus is equipped with a Redacted that fires a particle beam of accelerated redacted energy at 5 tiles. This attack has high damage and armor penetration, but low suppression. So, we're heading up the board here, roughly done here, swiveling over, see what happens. Target, save more than 80, 60, 40%, destroy less than 3, complete the mission without losing a squad or vehicle. That's going to be the scary part. You all have seen early game Menace. I would like to now show you what I consider mid-game Menace, or what I think mid-game Menace is. And it is severely more lethal than early game Menace. So, let's get Karda into this car. That's why her name is Karda, because Da, that's the car. That joke is awful. And immediately someone's getting killed.
At your service.
Is that even possible? I mean, we are talking about like Imperial Guard levels of attrition, right? Donk, 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 donk. No visuals yet. I can hear someone move. And someone just got suppressed. Wonderful. Get him, Reva. Reva is going to have to be brave.
At your service. Moving.
And then we'll send Sing and Pike forward. That's a place where it sounds like a bag of tin cans behind a car. No, that's what it is. This is not a. This is a light, not very well held together mech. Okay, we see a civvy just got marked by a leader unit. Yeah. That's annoying. And they're shooting on the left. Okay, good luck, everyone. Oh boy. So luckily for us, the main mission is just to kill 80% of all attacking enemies and not actually to save anyone. Unfortunately, we know that they have a laser walker, and laser walkers are notoriously anti-vehicle. And I cannot see the enemy. That is also problematic. We can turn. Fuck, I was really hoping to find someone. I'm not going further than that. We found a civ. What's the max amount of squads you can have in this? You have a deployment limit in terms of points. I have no actual idea, Tarek. I think the final answer is going to be that the devs said they wanted 26 different squad leaders. I can see a world where you have enough points to deploy those. But so far I have not run into a cap yet. The cap is, do you have enough points to deploy all of the things you're bringing? Should have sent the fucking scout walker first, huh? No contact. Turn this way. Turning costs AP, so turning isn't free on vehicles. That's the important part. Oh? Oh! Oh! We have double grenades over there, alright. The battlefield is a bit more, tad bit more compact. It's actually kind of compact, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the battlefield, like, this is it. This is it, right? One thing I'm really tired of, Azura, is these, like, 10 by 10 or, like, 15 by 15 maps. So many turn-based tactics games release with that because it's easy to make, or easier to make. It's not easy to make. Almost no game is easy to make. I like grand maps. This is a very, very good size in my opinion, but I'm tired of these like tiny area puzzle game tactics where there's always, because you can always see the entire field and you always have like information about everything, there's always like one right move directly ahead of you. Like think Into the Breach or shit like this, right? Into the Breach is a perfect example because I hate Into the Breach. Can we do this? We can.
Ready on my signal.
Okay. We're just gonna drive forward. Don't worry about it. Nothing bad would ever happen to us.
Visual on enemy hardware.
And they still haven't taken their turn. This is gonna be fun. Fuck. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. You didn't see shit. I wasn't there. I was never there. FFC is about the smallest map I like. I'll tolerate smaller, but yes, absolutely. I have not found a game with smaller maps that I really do like. Fate Tactics was kind of good, but that's mostly because they played around with like the form of maps a lot. I heard that the strat is to not use 9-man squads, so you have the supply to field as many squad leaders with special weapons as you can for area control. Yeah, kind of. I don't know whether that's the strat necessarily. I don't know whether we have the strat yet. But in any given turn-based tactics game, one thing that we talk about a lot is turn economy, action economy, right? If you have more squad leaders, you can take more actions. What squaddies are, they are HP for your people, and they are additional firepower, but only for the squad's main weapon. Don't worry about it. You can't see me. Oh, that's the Civ.
Always ready.
That is the only real thing they're doing. For your special weapon that you might have equipped on a squad, your squaddies don't matter. Only your squad leader matters for that. So if you have like a particularly interesting heavy weapon, or like special weapon rather, then that is an absolute strategy, absolutely. You do get more control over the board, you do get more actions that you get to take over the course of one turn. The downside is that you're going to be incredibly squishy, and honestly, a lot of special weapons so far have not really gripped me. They really have not. A lot of them are very slow, obviously. And... okay, it doesn't let me do that. That would have been fun. And a lot of them can be really awkward. We're just going to ground here. What if we just, you know... don't scatter to the... 77 accuracy strikes again. Oh, he's running! Perfect. But if he's running, does that mean we can kill him? Our accuracy on this is really steady, huh? What's the HP of 160? Hold up. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. Hold up. Hello there.
Enemy hardware taken care of.
So about that plasma rifle being an infantry weapon, huh? About that, oh, poor Reva has to use a fucking infantry gun for it. About that. My LMG on a railing shooting at a power armor guy with a plasma gun. Fuck yes! Rear armor actually matters. So, I don't know whether you can see this because my stupid face is in front of it. There's your armor diagram. Vehicles, I can just show you what an actual walker looks like. Oh, this one's armor might be weird. But armor facing does matter.
Empire. Bullets kill people.
Yes, that's the point! Hello, Eldu! Thank you so much, Eldu. Thank you so much. The trailer goes so hard. The trailer goes really hard. The opening cinematic goes incredibly hard. The one downside is that it does not adhere to volume control, and therefore every time you play it, it will kill your ears. But man, it goes so fucking hard. So, it's so good. Such amazing work. Alright, follow-up question. Do we want to drive around here? We know that there's something throwing grenades, which I don't think Revan gives a shit about. We know that there's an HQ unit somewhere here marking people. And I'm pretty sure there was a... oh no, the ATMG team is over there, right? Yeah, let's just go. We got this. It is low accurate gun loudness. Everything is loud there, though. Okay, we can't see shit. No, don't... oh, civilians, I swear. Can you review the game already? Okay, so... well, that civvy's gone. We lost 2 already, so... the review embargo dropped on the 2nd. So yesterday was the embargo deadline for reviews of the game. I can't give you a full review for completely different reasons, and that is that I haven't played enough of it yet. I can tell you that I also don't know what the game is going to be launching at in terms of like price. I have no idea. What I do know is that I am going to be playing this for the majority of this week because this game is fucking fantastic. I can tell you that. But the reason why I'm not giving you a full-on review has changed. Is it a good idea to overrun the HQ unit early? Yesn't. I don't want to overextend. So vehicles, these things make you feel really safe. Early game, there's nothing that touches these. Enemies are going to fire at them, and maybe there's a rocket launcher, like a homemade fucking rocket launcher that hits them. Who gives a fuck? And then you get into the first mission against like the actual army, and they can one-shot this. So, you know, rushing anything is a bad idea. At least it feels like rushing anything is a bad idea.
Listen up, we're moving.
At the end of the day, all of these civilians are a secondary objective. It's good if we get them, that's more promotion points, and obviously we also want a better overall score for the entire operation for authority reasons. However, I'm not going to risk my fucking squad for secondary missions. Not to that degree.
Bringing up the rear.
The turret is literally a bolt-on over the open top. Yes! If you don't have these equipped, this is an open top. If you don't have guns equipped like this, or if you only have the light gun equipped, this thing is an open top. With like seats inside and shit. Yup.
Double time.
I love the attention to detail. Like, you know what this looked like when we had the multi-laser on here, right? The auto laser? The gun changes depending on what you equip. Until further reviews, I wasn't really sold on the demo. The demo instantly sold me on it. The demo instantly sold me on it. And I'm getting so much more... I'm getting more of exactly what I liked about the demo out of this, right? If the demo didn't sell you on it, I can totally see why you would want to wait a little bit. After all, it is going into early access first.
Silas in sight.
Hostiles inside where? Oh! Hi there. The overall campaign parts of it, I can't really judge yet. But it is going into early access, which, you know, is a mark for a lot of people. We'd have to go here in order to fire at that, and that leaves us at 41, which isn't enough to actually fire at it. So you know what, we just won't. God, I really don't want this thing to get the drop on me. This would suck so hard if it gets to me. You know what? We're taking one step. It's the turn that's kind of brutal. And then this is this one step is what's disqualifying us from actually doing anything. No, we're holding. That's an autocannon. Okay, now I'm glad that we didn't go anywhere, because that's a fucking autocannon.
Acknowledged.
I need line of sight on that. I don't even know whether we're getting line of sight here.
Let me have them.
Found the leaders.
Yes, Marines.
Got him.
Visual acquired.
Alright, that was the autocannon team. I got bumped by Phoenix Point back then. What was the thing that got you about Phoenix Point, Azra? Because I'll tell you, I really did not like Phoenix Point. Phoenix Point did a lot of things that... Like, I like the combat in Phoenix Point. I like the actual, like, aiming, the free aim, that was cool. Almost everything else about Phoenix Point I really disliked. Really, really disliked. I thought they were here, honestly. The thing that mostly drove me away from Phoenix Point in the end was the overworld management. All of the overworld management I fucking hated. The fact that you had to manage a billion squads at the same time, everywhere on the planet, all of that, really disliked it. I can tell you that MENACE does none of that. MENACE does none of that. You have different planets that you go in between, but you have one ship that does that. and you move that one ship to a planet, and there's no movement involved. It's a menu. It's a glorified menu, right? So far, the faction play that they've introduced has been interesting, but not really determinative of anything. I haven't really, like, messed with factions to do anything yet. I will have to cross this eventually, huh?
Sir, seeking cover.
Doing it like this. So, like, a ton of the friction that Phoenix Point caused for me, like, you can only ally with one faction, you can't do, like, you can't talk to the others, blah, 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 blah. All of this, like, tedious bullshit, Menace so far has not shown. I've not seen anything of that. I'm pretty good standing with all of the factions that are available. I have, through an event that gives you rep with all factions, seen 3 other factions that currently don't seem to exist, which is interesting.
Sir?
But like a lot of the bullshit of Phoenix Point is just not here yet. And I hope it never is. Infantry's 2 uses for this mission. No, my infantry is a bit weird. Normally I would send these forward. Normally I would send Darby forward because that's my scout, and once Darby sees or doesn't see something, I would send these in. The reason why these didn't go in and our vehicles went first is because I was really scared of this laser walker. Hence why they are now really far behind. There's also a slight problem in that this area, I believe, is sand, and sand makes you fucking slow. They'll be fine once we get to the other side. We should have... There's a world where you deploy your infantry over here and let them try and secure this area. I am not knowledgeable enough about the game yet to make calls like this of like, oh, I can split the party. So I'm incredibly prone to deploying everyone together at the moment. There are a lot of, hey, win the mission in 14 turns or something side objectives. And I'm basically choosing to not do any of those. Simply because I'm playing it very, very safe at the moment. Hello there! How are you doing, mortar team? Anyway. Plasma. Reva is so dumb, dude. Reva is such a dumb fucking unit. We haven't even fired our main gun yet. We have not even fired the main gun yet. It's all just been plasma rifle. We have 14 more shots of plasma rifle before this runs out. Oh, I love her. All units load at the same pace? No. I don't even know whether this map is giving us a negative. I know there is a sandstorm modifier that does it. I don't know whether this map does it. We know there is an anti-tank gun over here. So I'm not going to go further without vision. Usually, by the way, infantry are much, much better with vision. Vehicles... can you see this here? Vehicles are big and loud, therefore they have a negative concealment stat, meaning your opponent has a much easier time spotting them. A much, much easier time. There are things you can do against that. There are like concealment kits you can equip that help a little bit.
Sir,
Albeit not by too much.
ready on my signal.
On this mission, I'm pretty sure my infantry is exclusively playing support. They're like entirely just playing vehicle support here.
At your service.
The time when these guys are really going to shine is if we're dealing with a lot of other infantry.
Major.
This is anti-tank. This is anti-heavy and anti-tank. So if we're getting hounded by a lot of small infantry, we're going to suffer. Like a lot.
At your service.
I don't want to be in the open.
Heading to cover.
Meaning there just isn't a lot of infantry for us to deal with right now. Pass out now. Azura, sleep well. Thank you for the raid.
Sir?
Have a wonderful rest. Thank you for dropping in. Good night. Infantry is good against infantry and to scout. Infantry can be good against a lot of things.
What?
If we had Darby in this mission.
Not sure if we wanted 3 kids together. XD.
Valius. Thank you so much.
I could
Thank you
kill
so much
Austria.
for the 27.
Karani will feast.
Oh, we can't do anything against that. What was I saying? Infantry is hyper versatile. There's the ATGM team. I was hoping to find the walker. I did not find the walker. I'm just holding here. You know what we actually should do? Never mind. Hold up. I have a much better plan. I have a much, much better plan. No! Smoke? Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Always ready.
Coordinates received.
We can kind of cheat a little bit. I can see. I mean, you see it on the deployment screen what the actual lay of the land is. So it's not like super cheating, but it is a bit cheeky. What's the range of... The range of that is good is what it is. So here, we are... We're going to ground now? No, we're going to ground now. We're going to ground over here. And then we're just going to lob grenades in there. We miss.
Like I trained.
That's how you trained? You need to train better, lady. We are going to be repeating that twice.
Engaging the enemy.
Lady, I swear.
Here we go.
Well, she's killing them. She's just not hitting them. Annoying. Civs, okay. I saw the camera move south and was like, oh no, I got flanked.
At your service.
So we're bringing in the two laser turrets right now.
Major.
This smoke has made this really dangerous. There's the AT team. Am I going to shoot at them just to shoot at them? Kill a guy, call it a day, huh? That's a dog shit idea. No, we're just gonna move back. This was stupid. This was a dumb idea. We're gonna turn. And then we're just gonna sit there. How do we approach this? We're kind of coming in from the open. We do have smoke grenades. They're on the same team there. We could iron cannon it. How does iron cannon work? So I haven't pressed this button yet.
Coordinates received.
And now we wait. Cool. Simple, simple. If they are an anti-tank thing, then we can go here. We have some cover. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. They're running.
Sir.
Well, they do have range on me, so that makes sense.
On task.
This is really dogshit cover.
Hostiles.
Hi, who are you? A machine gun team. Cool, that's the last thing we needed. And there is the walker finally. And the walker is still leaving. Good news, the walker is leaving in the direction of where our turret is going to be deploying in a bit. So that's going to do something. And I have no idea where in this clusterfuck the infantry went. We do not have enough line of sight for that. We're probably going to hide behind here so that the anti-tank team doesn't get to us.
Engaged.
And then nothing can hit us. We can't hit them. We're just going to chill here. I want to move forward because that's like only 30 to get somewhere, but that's too exposing. I don't like it.
Your service.
Okay, so laser rifle. We are kind of in range for laser rifle if we just move a little bit. It's going to be pretty bad shooting. And we're getting one shot. That's it. Or we're getting no shots. We could also be getting no shots. We could also... We could give them more AP and then try for 2 without getting closer first. Alternatively...
Every Kuta!
That is the alternative plan. But I really don't want to commit into this. We'd have to find the walker exactly here, and then we'd have to kill this team. We move here, that puts us down to 71. The first shot goes down to 30 because of the trait that we have that says, what is called drive-by. When you drive by, you reduce the cost of shooting by 10. We're probably killing that. And then we get a refund of 30, so we get 2 more shots. Did you miss the firing? No, it's very slowly charging up. This thing is slow as shit. Kuta is Hindi for dog. Ah, that finally explains what she's saying. Nice. Thank you, Wikipedia. Can we get the mortar team in close? We cannot.
Sir.
I think we're going to gamble.
Ready
The gamble is thus. The gamble is they're not going to move the AT team.
The way back is not yours to rule.
They didn't. They instead set up the fucking machine gun. Cool. We can get there and we can get one shot. That's not great. Honestly, I think we're going to take the 2 shots at worse accuracy because cover. So this laser rifle is interesting because I haven't fired it yet. I don't know what it does.
Not bad.
Oh.
General Crocier and his staff would be proud of you, Major.
Oh. Interesting. I would like to point out that this description says it only causes small wounds that hardly bleed and cause little damage to armor. You see those? You see those scorch marks? I don't know about that, dude. I'm very unsure about that. Oh, we should have gone to ground. You know. Thank God we still did. Never mind. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Every time someone shoots at me. This game does have a bit of a lethality thing to it, which I do like. I do like if we're actually in danger. I am going to ignore you, right? You have a crowbar, a bundle grenade, an AT grenade. Okay, maybe you don't get ignored. Oh! Hi! How are you? It's rude not to respond. Cool. Shame we never fired the fucking laser lance at anything. Which isn't actually what happens with a pulse laser. What happens with a pulse laser, Mr. Science Man? Science Igor? Tell me? Hey, our turrets came in and kill secured. Our turrets secured the last kill. There was a guy there. Very cool. Well done, everyone. Miniature vapor explosions. Yeah, that never goes bad. So laser cauterizes the wounds you're dead before you get a chance to bleed. You're right. They don't say that they don't rip through you. They just say they cause very little bleeding. You're right. Extremely tuned down lasers to get cauterization. I mean, these sound really tuned up. Okay, what do we get? Scrap bombs, whatever. Ooh, standard protective vests. This is exciting for reasons of I don't have armor. A tripod CMG-50. A modular vehicle medium auto laser. A hiccup. A crowbar and an AT grenade. I don't think we had AT grenades yet. Happy to see that. We didn't even get to see the ion cannon. The ion cannon is slow as fuck and I don't like it. It's really annoying. Let's go mine some roads because I would really like enemy vehicles and stuff to start damaged once we win this. Oh lord. Oh lord. What is that? A mortar team. I think we've seen that before, never mind. Okay, so we have infantry, that's an ATGM team. I think these are specifically like the anti-heavies. You're conscript, so you don't matter. A laser walker, what are you? A Jaeger team. Sorry, Jäger team. Sometimes the German needs to speak German, huh? Mortars. Heavy infantry. Okay. Infantry, conscripts. Sabotage, 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 evacuate. We have a tower there, that doesn't matter. What are our side objectives? Mine, mine, mine. Get all units to evac. Destroy no more than 50% of all enemies. We're not going to be doing this. We're going to kill as many people as possible. Why? Because they all individually drop loot, or have a chance to drop loot. So we're forfeiting this one. Don't lose anyone. Okay, we can hopefully do that. Fuck! Okay, so we have 3 people, 3 entire people that can take part in this mission, otherwise exhaustion is happening. Disheartened. The slightest scare will make this character scream and run for the hills. They will flee instantly instead of being wavered first. Interesting. We're gonna do this very understaffed. This is gonna go very wrong. Very, very, very fucking wrong. So, weary is the status you get directly before you become exhausted. This is only 1 mission long, so after this mission we'll get them back. If we send them in right now, they're going to be exhausted for the final mission. And that's really bad. However, there's a chance that Reva and Singh and Pike now get exhausted for the final mission, or weary at least. I have no idea. This could be really bad. We have, you can see this down here. We are fielding 920 of the 1800 points we're allowed. Need more ammo? Please? Yeah, so real quick, black market. Real quick. Nothing new, right? Nothing new. What were you again? Grenade launcher? Granat launcher. We do have 100 authority. We could hire someone. These finger guns are self-reloading. We could just hire someone. That would help a lot, huh? I kind of want another infantry team.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do? We have economics. That's the word. Wow. Economics 101. Minus 10% supply cost for her squad and equipment. Okay, give her all the expensive bling. Got it. Trinketing. 30% item drop chance when a gene destroys an enemy unit. Oh! Oh. Okay. Resourceful. Accessories get +1 use except skybots. Use accessories, you say. Okay. We're not too keen on those. I can never tell what the special is down here. It's not fragmentation. We've seen that before. Pirate's Luck. 50% defense against the first attack each round. Oh, cracked. Ooh, super cracked.
Don't think
Hello.
I always come this easy, Marine.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, lady. Hello. Let's see. We can't really afford shit. For promotions.
They're usually so cheap.
Let's get us some weapons, shall we? The laser rifle is already in use. We have a spare crowbar that usually does it. Yeah, crowbar is crowbar. Then for special... God, I want long range stuff. I wish we had a sniper rifle. They exist. I just don't have them. We could go set up like a nice long range machine gun. Light machine gun for on the run. Minus 20 accuracy. Her accuracy is 60. Blah. 1-star characters, I swear. Early game 1-star characters. Do I want to wear her down like that? Ah, fuck, I might. We don't, unfortunately, have the bonus movement trait. Couldn't afford it. Ammo, because we will need it. This is heavy movement, but we're technically free to engage at whatever speed we want to engage at. Fuck it. We're just gonna be slow. We're just gonna be slow. Good luck. Good luck, lady. You'll need it. Okay. So that's it. Oh, wait. Armor. We have soft armor lying around. That's definitely what we're going for. That means we can have more equipment, meaning we're bringing more ammo. Bring a motion scanner. We will want a motion scanner. Okay, so pathing. Done. Hopefully not engaging. Well, we do want to engage all of this. The problem is we want to engage all of it. That is the fight. We're going to be slow as shit, so she's going to ride with Reva. And you're using less than 70% of the available supplies. Do you really want to start a mission? I'm going to tell you what. I want to make a save. That's what I want to make. Oh no. I don't usually believe in save scumming, but this one has me...
Let's do this by the numbers.
I really don't like the exhaustion mechanic. I really don't. Having said that, we do not have any time constraints. We will have to take this very carefully.
Moving.
In we go.
Sir.
Pike has a fuck ton of vision. Well, I say fuck ton. Pike has some vision. It's night, isn't it? It is night! -2 vision range.
Okay.
Can't see shit, Captain.
I can kill from anywhere.
Never mind. Does that mean they intend you to bring 2 squads per mission in the early game? I have no idea. Mind you, it doesn't trigger like that quickly. It triggers relatively quickly. And then makes you deal with it. But it doesn't like happen after you play 2 or 3 missions.
Yeah.
But I found myself relatively unable to afford like other squad leaders by the time that this was happening.
Double time.
One might assume there were cat girls in the future who might help with Nightside. No, this is the worst possible timeline. I know it's here. We just can't see them. We really can't see anything, huh? Fucking hell. We are, however, no longer hidden.
I can kill from anywhere.
We're running. Now we're hidden again. Aha! Please don't fire. Okay. They can't fire at me yet.
At your service.
Here we go. Out in the open. Infantry.
Nice! Rip them apart.
This does so much fucking damage. What the hell? This does so much damage. All the cat girls are busy working the penguins factory.
Sir.
Correct.
Ready on my signal.
We're gonna take this slow. I really want another one of those laser rifles. I say that knowing full well that I really need to have her kill things. Let's go over here and then just wait there. Oh, we're driving backwards? See, now that I know that it means dog, maybe she just wants to pet some dogs, dude. The religion forbids it. Yeah, they cannot be helpful. Come on. Come on. Show me an enemy. My line of sight is a nightmare.
Yeah?
Something sees us. I don't know what that something is, but something fucking sees us. Well, I now know what that something is. Cool. Wait, they're in range? Okay.
Flank
We
one
got them to
right.
wavering.
Yeah.
We can do the sabotage later. Being here doesn't give us enough range yet, right? No, not even close. We need to be here. And that does give us enough range. Never mind. WP mortar for the vision range? What do you mean?
Let's
What
get
a-
more of that.
What the fuck? Game needs scouts? Game has scouts. I don't have scouts. There's a
Okay.
difference. Game does have scouts. The game has night vision. I don't have night vision. All of these things do exist. We're going north. White phosphorus. Oh, white phosphorus. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that particular war crime yet.
Yeah?
What's our shooting range? We need her to kill things, right? Well, we don't need, but, you know, it'd be nice. Competently
One
done.
was a good hire, Major.
Competently done. To shoot at dudes instead of into the air, though. Do you want it to go into the air? Doesn't it go everywhere if it's in the air? Imagine there's an enemy type that has Overwatch. We haven't seen anything like that yet. Yeah. I'm not moving forward. We're waiting for everyone else to catch up. I'm not getting caught out there.
Sir, attention. Moving to
I'm
cover.
getting caught out here instead. That sounds much more fun.
Movement.
Found them. But not
Fighting
this
with
turn.
ferocity!
Yeah, very ferocious.
Yeah?
It goes absolutely everywhere and then rains down. Ah. Like, that sounds like a problem. That does sound like a problem, if you ask me. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's not. Who knows? But it does sound problematic. The existence of an Overwatch skill would result in a sternly worded letter sent to auditors. Why? Overwatch is a very common mechanic in these games.
Hostile.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, okay.
And now we have a problem. Just bring an umbrella. Come on, please. And now we have one less problem.
Shut
And then we're going to use
the
Reva
fuck
as
up.
cover and everything's going to be fine.
Yeah?
And everything was fine. The end.
Go.
And no one shot at my people ever again. Beautiful. Well, we know there's more people, unfortunately.
Sir.
I really want to drop these turrets. I want to go like, hey, have a turret. You know what? Fuck it. Hey, have a turret. And you know what? Hey, have a turret. Remember doing the Cinco de Mayo meme from 5 Second Films? Oh no, what is that meme? I don't think I'm familiar.
Sir.
I'm just gonna go. Dude, we're just gonna go. Bring asbestos underwear to protect from flamethrowers. Ah, yes, of course. So that infantry absconded
At your service.
mightily.
At your service. Double time.
We're just gonna go through.
Okay, okay. Acknowledged.
Where did they go? There isn't much more they could have run for. They could have, like, banked left, I guess. We're gonna hold here for a second.
Yeah.
I want exactly Jean to catch up.
At your service.
Gives me XCOM yellow move vibes. What?
Sir,
Huh?
ready on my
Huh?
signal. Up for it.
God forbid a game has turns. Ooh, is this XCOM?
Yeah.
At your service.
God, the movement here sucks so much. That's not
Move it,
it.
Stingray.
I would so love to be able to shoot from there. Like, I know they're there.
Okay, okay.
Vexing. Hold up. We can fire an autocannon at something if we get line of sight on him. Hold up. Tempting, tempting. Oh, hold up. Fuck. Never mind. Found a better target. High up there. That is a mortar team. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Luckily, that's a mortar team that has already acted that turn. So,
Put down every dog. Waste them.
and that was our main gun. Yay! Oh, that's what you mean with yellow move vibes. Go, go, go. Yeah. Just forward.
Spotted.
Scary?
Sir,
Did we see where the shots came from precisely?
move out.
Maybe? Not really, no. Shit.
Listen up. We're moving.
We're going.
Sit rep. Enemy hard.
Oh!
Hoorah, Major.
Oh, hi there.
More for me.
They're just gonna be... Oh. Oh, God. That hit. That hit. That hit. That hit.
Service. Further together.
Great. I'm glad I didn't run for that. That thingy there is scary. Was hoping to find one of the walkers over here, but nah. Oh, here they come. That walker also still has its turn.
Finally.
They still have that turn. Fuck. That's bad. This is all very bad. If we... Oh, we can close there. Basically never want to do that. Yeah, yellow moving is usually bad. Economy-wise, yellow moving is usually bad. Okay. Here is the question. Does this kill?
The Kuta runs.
No, it didn't.
Enemy hardware obliterated.
Fuck. That means these are now alive. And unfortunately they're in a position where they can really easily aggress on all of us. I don't know, but they might activate something over here? I don't know. I don't think they will, but there's no point for Reva to be up that far. That's because the way they did moving faster was completely against how the rest of the game is supposed to be played. Excuse me, please stop. Thank you.
Service.
Okay. My God.
They're biffed.
They're biffed! Hi!
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who are you? Where did that fucking jobber come from? I heard that suppression.
We are true waybackers.
Oh, my turret!
It's still kinetic, Major.
Let my turret go. Got him. Got him. We lost 2 squaddies? Fuck.
Yeah?
I forgot to name the squaddies, chat. I forgot to name the squaddies again. That is what happened. Okay, let's actually play the objective, shall we? There's our sabotage.
You're
Stop!
not
I
dead.
needed
I
that.
looked way worse than that.
At your service.
The problem, Igor, is that XCOM has a general problem with how the game is played, and that is that XCOM isn't very good. Because the depth XCOM has is minimal. Fucking minimal. The first person to bring up, yeah, but it's really good when modded, gets perma'd, by the way.
Get him next time, sir.
We just go? I think we just go.
Ready on my signal.
Can we do that both? Inhales? Don't try me, Freb. I mean that. Like, do not test me. This is not a joke.
Okay, okay.
I've done this before. I'll do it again.
Armor detail on duty.
Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, no, we're actually turning. We're not driving this backwards this time. Did we see anything else scary over here when we were in mission overview? Because I don't recall.
Keep it up, Marine.
Well, now it barely matters, huh? We don't have enough shots to kill all of those. We have enough shots to put a dent in them, but we sure as fuck can't kill them.
Kill them all.
They went to ground. That reduced their that reduced their, or increased their camo by 1. Therefore now we can't see them anymore.
Yeah. What?
But we know that they're there, so I don't know. I think that's all of... Oh, we just got AP back, so I know that was all of them. Never mind.
Yeah?
We actively know that that was all of them. Okay, everyone else, fall in.
Who, sir? On task. At your service.
Let's not get cocky about this, because there are still a significant number of them on the field, and if we get caught out, we are still dead.
Okay, okay.
2 is legitimately better in every way except the bullshit timers. Yes, that is correct. 2 is better in every way except the bullshit timers and the contrivances. Like, I'm pretty adamantly against turn timers.
Get there yesterday.
Usually what they cause is certain strategies to be way more viable than others, like disproportionately to be more viable than others. Weird example because it's not a turn-based tactics game, but it is a turn-based game. Chaos Zero Nightmare has that problem, right? Chaos Zero Nightmare printed a bunch of characters that have like really cool like counterattacks and are supposed to be like playing defensively. And then at the same time, every single objective in that game is, hey, beat this in X turns. Which means that all of those characters are not viable. They're like, you can play them in certain other game modes, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Listen up. We're moving.
So,
Up for.
Hi there. How are you doing? Oh, that's not doing shit, huh? Okay.
Taking command.
So, that's kind of what I mean by certain strategies become like disproportionately more playable or more viable.
As many as it takes, and then some.
Fun fact, we need to drive through here so that our infantry can actually walk through that gate once they're done sabotaging. Otherwise we'll have to walk around. And then we might be able to just shoot them? No? Maybe like this? The smoke grenade does a lot of heavy lifting here. Yeah, we can't blind fire. Kind of annoying. Let's see what they do, because they also can't fire out of it. Smoke in this game is really cool.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
At your service.
Okay. Anyway, what was I? Yeah, prevalence of certain strategies of others. The problem that you're running into is that you're trying to design like a broad game, right? With interesting mechanics that can be played in a variety of... Oh,
Yeah?
Still had 30 movement, what the fuck?
On it.
That can be played in a variety of ways. And that way you're just limiting it down for no fucking reason. And to no benefit either. Like, players don't want that, developers don't want that.
Contact.
And there's a lot of things that can be responsible for a narrowing of design space and a narrowing of like interesting interactions with the game. Or interesting ways to interact with the game. But in my experience, turn timers are one of the prime candidates for causing this.
Return to your ship, Major.
The damage is going from 120 to 200%. That doesn't change anything, Olondia. That's cool. It does not change shit. It legitimately does not change how bad they are. What changes how bad they are is that for the new mode, for Tower, they have removed turn limits. That's what changes. That is what makes counterattacks interesting again. New characters Vanguard Order. Yeah, we knew 9 was coming. Soy has posted 9's skill set in Discord. I don't know what to think of her. I legitimately do not know what to think of her. She looks incredibly... I don't want to say bad. But bad. What do we get? Smoke grenades. We have these on Carter, so I don't... Oh, Cater, don't care. R10A6, scrap bombs, bundle scrap bombs. We found an entire light walker. One modular light walker. Very cool. I think we have one light walker obviously already in use, but I do like having backup. I don't think we're ever really trading vehicles. Just having them around is going to be cool. Gonna pull first, you're going to be a badass greatsword. Read her skills first. 2 crowbars. Cool general use stuff, fragmentation grenade. And then we have something that I haven't seen yet, an IMX SA RPG-2. Standardized advanced RPG is rolling out from the factories of IMX, Industrial Mining Corporation. In the thousands, many planetary defense forces rely on this sturdy, cheap, and powerful anti-tank weapon. That is 110 hit point, 210 armor damage. 125 armor pen. Fuck! Cool! We're immediately equipping this. This is really chill anti-armor. Peaks at range 4. Viable up until range 8. Steady damage no matter what. I like it. A lot, actually. Okay, no one's exhausted. We're fine. It's waifu. Your grave. Black market? I don't quite know when the black market refreshes. Is it at the end of a session? At the end of an operation? I don't know. We have a decapitation strike. Operational intelligence pinpointed the location of a leading rogue army officer who will be inspecting recently captured facilities in the front lines. The ideal opportunity for us to sweep in and take him out in the decapitation strike. A seasoned pair of army walkers is said to be in the area to pull extra security. Make sure to bring AT weapons to dispatch them. Eliminate the officer, destroy Walker Green, destroy Walker Red, get all units to evac, complete without losing a squid, destroy more than 60% of all enemy forces, complete within 14. We're not going to do the 14 part. We're doing everything else. And now these two can be added to the mission again. I don't know why she's disheartened. Maybe because she got shot at last mission, but get over it. Let's see. Oh lord. That's a lot of laser walkers. I can see the fucking Jaeger team. They're right there, dude. They're right up front. Machine gun team. What is it they want me to destroy? Destroy... Why is it an objective marker? Interesting. Daytime and clear. So we can walk up front. We're just gonna walk into this. We have really good line of sight from everything else from here. If we start here, we should be fine. I'm looking forward to firing at this laser walker with my walker. And Darby's back. Oh god, we've got Darby back. Hold up. Okay, that's expensive. You can rest. There we go. We have our primary scout back. Don't worry about the fact that our primary scout has an autocannon equipped. Don't worry about that part. That's okay. She's fine, I promise. And then we have 13 points remaining. I would really like another set of binoculars. I would really like another set of them. Unfortunately, we do not have them. We should probably take these off and put them over here. And then put an EMP rifle. That's not super interesting. I have so far not liked grenades. Grenades suffer the range problem for me. As in getting them into like range to like bear them down on enemies is kind of difficult. Without getting murdered in the process. So we're mostly eschewing them. Mostly. I guess this doesn't hurt. And then please tell me the rocket launcher is cheaper than what we have? It is not. It is more expensive. I want to bring that. Seems very helpful. Mind you, we have really good anti-vehicle on the board already. Let's send this. Quack! Hello, Belf. Alright. So we know there's a laser walker directly in front of us, right? And I deployed in the dumbest way possible.
Eyes open. Eyes and ears. Movement.
And we see the laser walker. It is right there. Cool. You want to try something funny? I want to try something funny. Hi.
Deflected.
That did nothing. Fuck.
Major.
Well, could have worked. And then it didn't. Can we get the laser lance into range? Nope, we cannot. We're 2 points short. It costs 50 to fire, unlike every other fucking weapon in the game. No, come on. I really want to fire this. It's so fun. There's the sniper team. I mean, I say it's fun. I haven't fired it yet. I don't know what's happening. They're falling back. That means I'm not approaching that on foot. That entire area.
Sir. Ready on my
Go.
signal.
I'm pretty sure these two can deal with that walker. That's the first turn we're taking next turn.
Okay, okay.
Is the laser lance. And then we are hunting snipers. Very inefficiently. Very cool. Alright, let's hope that this does something, because if it doesn't, we have an issue. Well, it's on the move, retreating, damaged, low discipline, the crew is injured and there's a big fire. I'd say that did something. It also immediately overheated, so we're not doing that again. It has one shot, dude. I need a better vehicle than this.
Techers must die.
Must they, though?
Eyes open.
There's no need for violence like this, you know? That's unnecessary.
Impressive shooting, Marine.
See? Completely unnecessary. How long does this last, this mark? No idea. We're done with current story now? Hell yeah, well done. And now for all of the 50 gazillion side quests.
Orders?
Okay. So it is retreating, right? It hasn't taken a turn yet. That means it's going to move and then the fire is going to take it out. So we do not need to waste shots on it. I think that's how that works.
Oscar Mike.
We're just going to pretend that we know that that's how that works.
Sir?
And then we know that there is more walkers everywhere.
On task.
So I do want to bundle back up here. But there isn't too many enemies. 60% of all enemy forces is 8 people on that. Fuck. Tally is 8 only. That's kind of alright, isn't it? Let me get out. Okay, I don't see anything.
Roger. Proceeding.
Don't like using Carta as vision.
Orders.
Very cool, very cool.
Orders.
Alright, Darbs, let's go.
Movement.
Found the other fucking walker. Has it seen us yet? It has not seen us. It hasn't. I repeat, it has not seen us. Don't have AP this turn. Oh, come on, don't do that. Oh, that's rude. So very rude. You could have stood there, you know. Oh. Oops, sorry. That goes to insurance, don't worry about it. I just realized you can cheat really hard. I know where it is. It's directly on this tile. That's the only tile that I can't drop the turret on. And it's not terrain because I can actually see terrain. Okay. Okay. Let's not use that, shall we? Let's not abuse that. That seems a bit... That seems a bit, you know. The vision hacks, yeah. Oh, I was wrong. That was infantry.
Ready the protocols.
That was not the walker. There was something there, but it was not the walker.
Sir?
Never mind.
Sir.
Always ready.
Carta needs to get to this wall. Oh, that's not a wall. There's a hole there. Never mind.
Eyes open.
That's still what we're doing.
Down in the cover.
And then...
Orders.
Cool. We have a grenade launcher set up with pretty decent range as far as I'm concerned.
Orders.
We just now need vision so that she can use the thing. We could, of course, blind fire, but...
On the march.
And we can't really see inside her until someone steps inside. Oh no. We have decent vision.
Pally hardware.
Aha! Hello there. Stop running away from me, please. That's so annoying. This is something that I don't know whether the game is programmed like that, but usually when you see enemies and they haven't seen you, they will walk away from you. I've barely ever seen enemies that like walk sideways or like accidentally walk towards you. They usually just try to walk away from you. And I don't know why that is.
Engines engaged.
It is incredibly strange. I have no idea whether we're in range. We're in range.
Hostiles are fleeing. Who, sir?
We're in range and they're suppressed. And also, let's do that again.
Signal.
Okay. Okay.
Sup? Oh, we landed one. Okay, I said we had a grenade launcher set up and I mend it.
Keep suppressing them.
There's a pin, so now we don't need to worry about them anymore. Let's do that again. We landed one, okay? Let's not ask for too much out of her. That's still our rookie. Ignore the fact that she's the highest promoted unit in the entire army. That's still our rookie. This feels incredibly... Yeah, this is really hard cover.
Major.
There are so many things here I don't like. So they're pinned. We know they're not going to fire anything. I need to pull the infantry up. I need... There's the walker.
Major.
With no way of getting to it, huh? Yeah, no way of getting to it. Okay, that's fine. Rill! You are the best duckling. Hi, Rill. How's it going? Good evening. No, turn around.
Okay. I can kill from anywhere.
You know what?
Hoorah, Marie! What?
I forgot that sometimes she just goes, hoorah! God damn it. We're holding here. Okay, I am doing wonderfully. Oh god! Hold up, that's my side armor. We might not be doing well for much longer.
Move out.
Although we don't have line of sight of that. Never mind.
On task.
Order?
This sucks. This sucks on many a level. So the grenade launcher that I had positioned. Did I? Fuck. Autocannon. Wait, that's an autocannon. Yeah, that's an autocannon. That's a problem. Let's pretend we can be in cover. Pretending sounds fun.
More!
I'm mostly just pretending I can suppress them. And I'm also just gonna be pretending that the turret can go down there. We'll keep the other turret for now. Don't you dare. Don't be a bitch about this.
Losing men.
Oh, lost one. Someone's dead. One down, one down.
103rd heading to cover.
I can't believe there isn't anything in here.
Enemy movement!
Ah! That's because there is something in here. Heavy infantry, huh? Cool. I have the problem of wanting a Path of Exile kind of game with the simplicity of Maple Story and gonna find that, but oh, isn't Maple Story just that? Like, you just want to, like, fight something and upgrade. That's it? Is that what you're looking for? Every now and again, I'm in that mood. Like, I just want a game that has, like, a shit ton of progression, but it doesn't really matter what the progression is, you know? I just want to look at a thing and see that, hey, look, I've progressed at things. Because it's freely positional, Galondia. You can freely put it wherever the fuck you want. It's really good. It's fantastic, actually. That's a good thing. Yeah, I don't know, like, I wish there was something else like that. I don't think I found anything the like. She hits! That's pretty remarkable. And I think someone died.
Orders?
Now they're fleeing.
Major,
Now they're
keep
dead.
your eyes on this Marine.
I want the insane amount of choose between skills class, but more of a set progression. You just wanna build craft, really? You just wanna build craft? Is that it? Oh, here they are. I would.
Taking casualties, Major!
Oh. Fun fact, I don't know whether we can deal with this. Like, I know they're right there. Oh god, the walker is right there as well.
Ricocheted.
This sucks. We have a problem. We have a huge problem. Please don't.
103rd reporting KIA.
Major.
Slowmancer. I've heard many good things about Slowmancer. When I tried it, I hated it. Did I just cheat? Can you get free movement? Or maybe this thing just has free movement.
Major. Heavy tonic slain.
Damn! Damn, dude! Okay. That just went up. We like you. Wait, what did I do?
Who, sir?
What did I do this time? Huh? Did he spit my coffee over my entire screen? Wait, what? Hold up. You're not supposed to do that either.
We're moving.
1 second. I fucking love Monster Sanctuary.
We could use some help, Major.
I would absolutely love. I'm gonna say the thing that everyone that has ever worked on the game ever hates. I could really do with some Ethermancer updates. Just saying. Okay, we got them pinned down, so they're not doing anything this turn. But they have so much fucking armor, we're not killing them either. You know what? Fuck it, we're setting up the stupid autocannon. We're just gonna shoot them at point blank with an autocannon next turn. There are 5 dead people. I can help you up, though it would need to stay secret. Then don't do it in Twitch chat, please. I think we shouldn't do that in Twitch chat.
Coordinates received.
Suffer not the Tekka trap.
Don't tell them, Rill. Don't tell them. But these fuckers can't keep a secret. Don't tell them I said that. There's our turret. So I don't know where the other walker went, but we don't need this here anymore. How many APIs did we lose? 5. Just 5. Hey, streamer. Found the other walker. Stop!
Sir.
I know your name is... I know it's in your name. I know you're a walker. Stop walking! Annoying. Though told people that you are actually not truly a duck. Well, that would... We're talking about secrets, not lies, Misty.
Okay.
That would be a lie. On the internet, no one knows whether you're a duck or not. We're about to be able to keep a secret, but our brain can't keep up with the info anyway.
Major.
Alright, you know what?
Heavy.
I kind of regret running this because, you know, it's it shoots once and then it doesn't do shit. But also,
Accelerate them to death.
Sir?
accelerate them to death. Accelerate. Accelerate. That's oops. Oh, I clicked the wrong target.
Orders?
Shit. Wait, we can't hit from there. Oh. I didn't know this had a min range. Does it have a min range? No, it doesn't. Why are you lying to me? Well, never mind. No, they did.
Nice shot, Marine. Thanks.
Well, they didn't DM you? Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Oh? I think I understand what I'm seeing. I think I understand what I'm seeing. That's an interesting system. Huh. Okay.
Awaiting orders, Major.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Sorry for vague posting, Twitch chat. But it's really cool. I know that doesn't help.
Sir?
Oh boy. We've been shot at so much. So much.
Sir.
I love vague posting. Well, if a dev gives you, like, sneak peek insight into updates but tells you it needs to be a secret, then you have to vague post, right? That's only the nice thing to do. I'm gonna blind fire at that. I don't think we hit anything.
Major. As commanded.
To pretend like they made something awesome they've been procrastinating and don't want people to know. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Sir?
I'm part of the PSYOP.
What? Sir?
You know... What's the range on this shit? Close enough, that's the range on this shit. We're going there. Just want to tell people I like that we do cool stuff. But I already know that you do cool stuff. Y'all have done like... Y'all have like... put out 2 things that I've really, really adored. I know you do cool stuff. And honestly... I know that every time like you put out another game into early access, you kind of have to prove yourself again, right? People will give you more or less leeway based on what you've did before, and whether you've proven you can be trusted with an early access before, but that more or less is really that, more or less, right? So every single time you put out something like this, you have to once again prove that you are handling it correctly, or handling it well. But I was pretty confident that we were gonna get something cool. I really like the launch state that that Ether Mancer was in. It wasn't like I've openly said this. It wasn't the game that I expected to get. Much like so many other people, I did violently want Monster Sanctuary 2.
Sir.
But I think what we have is really fucking nifty. Excited to see more. That's the state of being.
Get to cover.
Okay.
Ow! Ow! Oh, Chad, I'm old. My knee just went. Ow! No. Why do I have to get old? Why can't it be other people? Rude. Hi there.
Of course I could do
Hi
it.
there.
Keep it up, Marine.
Think you can find more?
Got visual on targets.
Hi there. Hi there. Okay, so anyone knows where the other targets are? Where are the other dudes? Because we're now going to be retreating. Oh! Dude spotted!
Orders?
Dudes spotted. We're not really... Hi. Cover, maybe? No cover? Okay, no cover. Don't worry about it. Once again, the iron cannon is garbage. We'll point out it happens to us all, but it shouldn't. Why can't it happen to other people, Rye? Why us? Old. How's this game? So far, Menace has me... It absolutely has me in its claws.
I'll kill as many as it takes, and then some.
It's been a while. I said this last stream, but now that the proper review embargo and everything is gone, and I can actually fully talk about things,
Yes.
instead of having to worry about whether I'm giving too much of a review opinion on things, I've never fucking, like, it's been a very good long while since I felt like I was playing a game that someone made exactly for me.
Roger.
That's what this game feels like. Oh! This is worthless.
Awesome!
It's actually not entirely worthless, but it's largely worthless. This turret is just gonna get shot down. A shame. No, but everything from the way that you manage squads, from the way that combat works, from the way that the map exploration works, from the way that the, like, meta, quote-unquote, I struggle to say meta progression because these days too many people take meta progression as, like, roguelike meta progression.
Always ready, Major.
But from the way that you progress your squads outside of combat and equip everyone outside of combat and everything. Like, all of these things work how I would really want them to work. Yeah, this turret was forfeit. It's fucking fantastic. I violently hate the exhaustion mechanic and I wish that wasn't there. I don't think it adds anything of interest whatsoever. But that's my one gripe with it. That's it. That is it. Maybe slightly less turn counters in missions, but
I like how you work.
no.
Orders?
We're about to finish the first operation for today. That's the important part. We're about to finish the first op.
What? Engines engaged.
And here we go.
Worthy foes make for worthy victories.
A corruption rant. No. So, it's not really another corruption rant. I'm still anti-corruption. Exhaustion in this game works if an agent has been taken to too many missions in a row, they will get a status called weary. I don't know what the threshold is for that. There is a number. I don't know what the number is. And weary just says, hey, for the next combat, if they go into combat, they will become exhausted. That's it. Weary itself doesn't do anything else. If you take them again, then they become exhausted. And exhausted says for the next 2 combats, they have minus 40 AP. The maximum AP that a unit can naturally have is 120. And firing most weapons cost 40. And movement is really expensive. So losing 40 AP is monstrous. There's a whole lot of units that spawn with less than, like, 100. Not every unit has 100 AP from the start. Some units have, like, 80. For example, sabotaging an objective costs 60 AP. So an exhausted unit that, like an exhausted CAD, for example, cannot sabotage an objective anymore. The problem that I have with it is that the only way to get rid of exhaustion is to not have that unit in combat for 2 turns, or for 2 entire missions. Or, if you see the weary status, you then switch them out. The first time I got that status effect, I didn't have any operator without it. Every squad leader had weary at the same time. Every single one of them, all 4 of them. I couldn't recruit anyone else. I didn't have the, like, trade-in value to get a dossier on anyone. I didn't have the authority, well, I didn't want to spend the authority on recruiting someone else, and I would have had to recruit multiple other people. So over the course of the next operation, what I did was, I hired one person, my authority went to shit because of it. I put that one person into combat with 3 others, and I let one of them rest for 2 missions, and then I swapped them all out like one at a time. It was really, really annoying. I talked about it previously. The reason why you would normally implement a mechanic like this is to prevent one unit from being deployed everywhere and just over-leveling. Oh, there it is. Weary. So Reva can't be deployed on the next mission. However, the way that leveling works here, units grow when they do things. Whenever you do an action, you can trigger a coin flip or a die roll to increase your stats on doing things. But the way that promotions work is you get a resource, and that resource is just spent on a unit of your choice. You can recruit someone fresh that has never seen a mission and max promote them. So making a unit exhausted does not even prevent that leveling setting, right? It doesn't really add anything. If you reach like endgame or something, I can see that being a thing to force players to mix it up, but why would you... What is the purpose of doing that, right? what does the game gain from the player being forced to switch out units they want to play with? Prolonging gameplay. It doesn't really do that though. It doesn't really prolong anything. Laser rifle! What are you? Cool, laser rifle.
Major, when you have a moment.
Sorry, laser rifle. Slowing the player down. But it also doesn't slow you down, right? Like, it also doesn't do that. It's... like, because you still have to take the next mission, right? Like, you can't stop. You still take the next mission that comes up. So, you have to progress. It just makes missions infinitely more difficult out of nowhere. Without any payoff. That's not fun. That doesn't do anything. It just says, hey, you just can't use your people now. Huh? You have a favorite hammer, you aren't going to use a screwdriver. The thing is, though, you are. The way that... Rai is bringing up a good point. The other reason that you would implement a system like this is if you want your player to play with other tools that they've been given. So, for example, Ethermancer, you have three creatures, he says, holding up 2 fingers. Yes, I am fucking stupid. Thank you for asking. You have 3 creatures, right? If one of them dies, you pick up a new one at the next stop. Like, replacing them is really simple. And they can die relatively quickly, depending on what you're playing. But if you have a squad that you're happy with, there's no point to switch out. You're also a roguelike. That's a different problem, right? Rogue thing. Here, you do not have a set amount of units that you bring. Your point allowance goes up every fucking mission. So, if you want me to play with different units, you already have a tool for that. And that is making me have more points. There's only so many points that I can pile onto one character before they are full. And then I have to go like, oh, look, I have 500 points spare. I can bring 2 new characters. The tool to make you play other characters, make you recruit new characters, make you experiment with new characters already exists. So, like, I don't fucking get it. Would you recommend Menace? Yes. Like, absolutely. 100%. 100%. Like, I'm currently ranting about a single debuff in the game that I don't like. That's it. I don't really have much else to complain about at the moment.
This is Dr. Ramirez with Dr. Bennett. Our
Like, I have a...
electronics briefly shorted, and we had to make an emergency landing at coordinates 20 lat.
Someone send help. I've crashed down here, and I have my family with me. Coords are 20 Latin.
Ship 58 Zebra Alpha. Tourist transit from DICE. We have crash landed and are in need of help. Our coordinates are latitude 20 degrees and...
Mayday, Mayday. This is the PJ Nebula of the...
What the fuck?
I am reporting a crash, fire on board, but we've survivors in need of SAR. Position is...
Why is everyone crashing?
Degrees.
And at the same coordinates. Ori 100%. That will catch everyone unaware on first playthrough, though, so valid rant. No, I think it's valid. I also think that there might be a position in it. I would be happier if the debuff didn't exist. I would just be happy if it didn't fucking exist. That's it, right? I could nitpick about a couple of things. But a lot of these fall into, like, this is a press build for a game that goes into early access but isn't yet, right? Like, remember that. Like, I'm on a fucking, like, press preview build for an early access game that is scheduled to launch in 2 days from now, that is estimating to be in early access for a year. So, what you see is not necessarily the final product, right? So I could nitpick about, like, oh, the opening cutscene plays at volume no matter what volume you set it to. Like, shit like this, right? On a scale of Skyrim to Troubleshooter, what would you rank Menace? Troubleshooter Light. Troubleshooter Light. On a scale of no to yes. Yes.
Sage has been picking up these distress signals for a few days now. Every call so far has been sourced to a long abandoned colony that is still devoid of life.
These aren't actually distress scrolls. Cool. Mind you, I don't actually know what the game's launch price is going to be. They could charge $2,000 for it, in which case I would tell you, no. Exhaustion also mixed up with injuries, same debuff mechanic, but at least deserved. The debuff, the injuries though, Ellie, I like the debuffs. I like the injuries. Because that makes, that means that there is consequences to you overextending. I like those. The, hey, you've been injured, therefore for the next 5 battles, here is a debuff or something. None of them are permanent. I like permanent wounds as well. I played enough Blood Bowl in my life to deal with those. But exhaustion is just fucking annoying. That doesn't really create any room, right? Minus 40 AP is just go fuck yourself. Whereas if my operator is now fucking shocked and has like less accuracy, I can still find other things for them to do. If I absolutely must bring them, or if my point total like absolutely must be filled, right? You can play around the injuries. So.
Analysis of the location shows no terrestrial or atmospheric danger. So either everyone is by some exceptional improbability crashing into the exact same location, or someone is forcing them down, presumably using the dead colony as a communications relay.
Or no one's down and these are all fake.
We analyze all threat profiles known to us, and it is hard to see which one of them would engage in this sort of behavior.
I will want to point out one thing, by the way. We've been told there are 4 enemy factions. He said holding up 3 fingers. Holy fucking shit. Oh, it's too late, old man. You have to go. I'm going into the forever box. That's it for me. We've seen 3 out of the 4 enemy factions. We have pirates, we have aliens, alien wildlife, bugs. We have the military. What the fuck's the 4th faction?
My belief, Major, is that whatever is down there wants people to join it. And judging by the shift...
There's a cult?
It seems to desire variety out of those people.
Have we found the 4th faction there? Right there? Maybe?
We're not just people. We are TCR Marines.
Hurrah!
Whatever is down there would not be expecting someone of our caliber to be responding.
We're responding.
Major, I believe it is within mission scope to investigate the matter as soon as possible.
I believe we have orbital cannons. Ooh. You see that? This is a saber symbol right there. And this is a fucking weird skull cog symbol. AdMech? Artillery's also a man's romance. Hell yeah, automatons! I was blowing my salad to cool it down today. I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame you. You blow who or what you want. 4th enemy, our own self-doubt. Crippling. Alright, we have recovery teams. Vehicles lost in battle no longer get permanently destroyed. That's kind of cool, but... And minus 20% supply cost for deployed vehicles. Let's go get recovery teams. So I wonder what the last one is. Because that's the only one we don't see yet. OCI. I am sorry, Twitch chat. I hate this ion cannon. I'm going to bring something else. We have a lot of components. We could just bring anything else, and I don't want this anymore. What do we bring? What do we bring instead? Gravity manipulator sounds really cool until you realize that it does nothing. It like stomps cover. That's what it does. But many missions tell you to not damage buildings, so I found this to be a bit whatever. Rocket Run does not hit shit at all. And the large amount of small unguided rockets they're talking about is like 5. Unguided missile has been okay. Minigun strafing is exactly like ion cannon, only fast. But does approximately that damage. I'm tempted to just bring another auto laser turret. Because these legitimately could do something for us. And then we just have 3 of them. Honestly, yeah. We'll just have 3 of those. Okay, Black Market. Black Market has refreshed on account of I can't see our trade items anymore. And there is another light troop carrier. I'm going to buy this light troop 195 on a laser rifle. That's insane. So we won't really need this light troop carrier because Reva is going on a small hiatus in a second. But afterwards we need it. Boom, 1 surplus. Unguided missile, teehee. Unguided missile is pretty nice. Give me that. Also, this is a backup in case Reva ever gets blown up. What else do we have? A tripod MK20A3. We already have one. I don't much care. What are you? M6 CMG. Oh, you're the heavy machine gun. Never mind. Flamethrower. More ammo. Heavy flamethrower. I love how the heavy flamethrower goes on a medium socket. Heavy sockets exist, you know. There is a short barrel tank gun. But that is a modular vehicle heavy. We do not even have heavy slots. No heavy slots to speak of, so we can't use that. What are you? Neurodin injector. Okay. We've seen you before. There are no new driver dossiers, so that means we've seen every driver in the game now. Reva, Achilles, Bog, Ivy, and Excond. Excond, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's very Latin.
God wills it.
Sure. So that's all the drivers. There's 5 of them.
Guardsman here.
Tank, very heavy, wants to be in a tank.
God wills it.
Wants to be in a troop transport with only light weapons and wants people around. Is old. Murder. Walker. That's a lot of niches. That's kind of cool. With graphs for accuracy and damage? Yeah! To gauge our ranges. Okay. I think we're just dropping. Investigate. Make contact with survivors. Gathering intelligence. This is going well. And we cannot bring Reva. Everyone else is fine. We still have Disheartened on Carta, obviously. So she's gonna break incredibly easily, but it'll be fine. Investigate in an admin center. Let's go put this... Let's put our friend here into an actual vehicle. I'm kind of down for laser lances. And then we just go there to have a gun to do something with. If we should probably just strip the plasma rifle off here, right? Like, the plasma rifle is so good. Let's just run that. If I had a second one, I'd use it. I understand why there's an unequip button, honestly. I get it. That makes it easier. They have thought about that. It annoys me still. But let's do that. Other than that, we have some really interesting weapon choices. Because this crowbar can now just be a laser rifle. Fucking hurrah. This laser rifle hurts like a bitch. We are understaffed at the moment. Now we're no longer. Okay, 73 points remaining. We're not as under points as I was fearing by not being able to bring Reva. That is kind of fine. We'll worry about that in a minute. Gun. Gun. Okay, cool. The number on bottom left is supply cost or loadout, and how prohibitive are supply costs. Okay, so let me move away real quick. Let me move up top here. So at the bottom right, you see this is our current loadout supply. This has been going up every single operation. This keeps going up dramatically. You see this number here? This is what supply we bring for exactly the troop carrier shell with nothing around it. The laser lance needs 70. The plasma rifle needs 45. Why some people's supply cost 4 when others are on 40 or 60? Some people's supply cost 4. I don't know what you mean by that. Hey, son, how you doing? Some people's supply cost is 4. Tell me more about that, Ori. In general, when you hover over someone, you see what their full deployment cost is. Have a good time. Remember to mess up counting. Real. Real, thank you for being here. Really appreciate you talking. Really appreciate being able to talk to you. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, you mean this supply cost? You mean this? Okay. So, squad leaders are ranked in one of 3 rarities or power. Can't back out of this mission, otherwise I'd show you. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. Jean is a really bad example. But Carda isn't. Carda is a... Oh, that's also... Never mind. Carda is a 1-star squad leader. Carda has a base cost of 5. I believe it's base cost 5. Reva is a 2-star operator. Achilles is a 3. This doesn't have anything to do with rarities like you'd expect from gachas, but it has to do with what their stats are when they begin. Carda's entire thing is that she's like the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed rookie that doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. She has a growth potential of all of it. 10 is maximum for growth potential. But her stats suck shit. So, you know, the Fire Emblem Timmy character, right? 1-star characters can grow to have monstrous stats like everyone else. They have the same max stats like everyone else. But they're cheaper to deploy because they're bad later on, therefore allowing you to, if you max them out, eventually have some really strong, really cheap characters. But that's only the squad leader. You also pay for every squaddy that they have on them. You pay for every gun you give to those squaddies and for every piece of armor you give to those squaddies. And then on top of all of this, you have the special weapon that's held by the squad leader. You only pay for that once. Every time you promote that character, they get more expensive. The higher quality the character is, the more that costs as well. And then you've got your accessories. And that ultimately makes up the entire deployment cost of this group. So Carda is 198 points out of the 1890 that we have. Really early in the game, I was running into the deployment limit a lot. Right now, we are not even fielding all of our units that we probably could. It has been an interesting thing to plan around. I'll say that. It has been an interesting thing to like play and plan around and like mess with. It's been prohibitive, but it has never felt like, oh, I'm not allowed to have any fucking fun here, aren't I? It's never felt like that. It grows very, very quickly. And that's been really fun. Noble! Thank you for the streak! Appreciate it. Let's send it.
Major, those scorch marks carry recently vitrified rock. Only a ship's engine could cause this. But if a ship's departed, how could it avoided our radar net? I'll put Sage in it now, but I suggest we push in and see what else we can find.
I can't see shit. Raw streaking in chat. Oh my. Oh my.
Moving to waypoint.
Okay, so we're investigating 2 different points. I'm very worried.
Moving.
Major.
Sir?
Not gonna lie, having Achilles come up when I look at the troop carrier kind of caught me off guard for a second.
Sir.
I was like, what? What are you doing here?
Always ready, Major.
Okay, let's not break out too far. How are you liking this so far? I'm absolutely fucking loving this, son. Absolutely loving this.
Destroyed but disassembled. Scans show missing parts, the catalytic converter, battery, fuel pump, transmission.
They stole the cat!
Colonial admin centralized.
This is just Detroit.
There. We should head that way as soon as possible, but be aware. These might not be survivors at all, but pirates or some other hostile. Stay on your toes, Major.
Beautiful. I can give you like one measurement of how much I'm enjoying this, Sun, like a very easy measurement. Tomorrow is my normal off day. I normally don't stream on Wednesdays. And tomorrow, Chaos Zero Nightmare has its Season 2 patch. So, what I was planning was I'm playing a whole lot of Menace before launch. And then on Thursday, when my next stream is, I am going to be playing the Chaos Zero Nightmare patch because I really want to like deep dive into Season 2. However, Thursday is also the launch for Menace, which is why I'm doing an extra stream on Wednesday so I can play Chaos Zero Nightmare on stream and then stream Menace launch because I'm fucking loving this game.
At your service.
Lock it in.
That's the like biggest measurement I can give you. I don't think we'll find anything. This seems like a very story-locked story.
Major. Oh, with pride.
We are not going to fall for that.
On it. Eyes open.
Major.
It does full out flat out say make contact.
Always ready.
Yeah.
So
Guardsmen at the ready.
we're just gonna prepare.
Major. Sir. Major.
Ah!
Always ready.
At your service.
The zone to explore has gone back as I stepped into it. What the fuck? When's release? Thursday.
Are you sure your intel was right, Major?
Oh, everyone needs to be in. Never mind.
On it. Eyes and ears.
Hold up, I don't want to break the cover. We might need it. I don't trust this.
Should we double check that intel?
Who, sir?
We're about to be assailed, right?
Wait, hold on.
Hi there.
Sage, what do you have? Major, hostiles inbound!
Oh my god, it is bots! It is robots! Woo!
Profile. Zero dagger. I repeat, zero dagger.
Zero dagger acknowledged. Zero dagger acknowledged.
Major, QRF is returning to site. Maintain a defensive posture until they arrive.
Look at it! Construct gun crawler. A large vehicle-like construct moving across the battlefield on tank tracks. Armed with a variety of weapon systems that is dangerous to both infantry and vehicles. Construct alloys, construct optics, construct power core. Construct drones, regular humans transformed into cybernetic monstrosities through incomprehensible technological means. Armed with almost primitive projectile weapons and improved mining lasers. Improvised mining lasers. They have not been improved.
Come on.
Oh my god, how are we fucking with this? I wanna do things. I wanna do things so bad. Go to ground, set up this. I should have set this up before. I didn't, obviously. And you have 130 armor. This is going to suck.
Negative contact.
That sucked. Actually, hold up. That is a different color above there. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I really should have set up all of these defensive weapons, huh?
Module damage inflicted.
One light weapon system damage. I should have gone to ground before I did that. That would have saved me some time. We want turrets. Flat out turrets. Gimme turrets. Nothing's gonna come from behind us, I don't think. But I'm scared enough to put one there. Okay. Then what? You know what? I am moving down one. Overwatch?
Hold tight.
I think that was Overwatch. Fascinating.
Find me the danger.
Hold up.
Press a shooting, Marine.
I am honored.
Oh, this shit is so cash. Oh. Also, I can't believe I unironically just said that. Let's go give it a turn.
At your service.
And then you jump into cover there.
Yeah.
Hold. That's a bit shit, isn't it? So I don't really know what that bar above the heads does yet. They are overloaded. That could mean anything and nothing. That could mean anything and nothing. Do we have grenade range? We do have grenade range if we want it. We do want it. It's something.
We have queried the entire Wayback threat profile and found nothing like these things.
Oh. Oh! Construct soldier. Human soldiers and military personnel were apparently the organic matter this monstrosity is based on. Extremely durable and armed with high-powered projectile weapons. Construct alloys, construct optics.
Major, we've eyes on something strange.
Something strange? In the neighborhood? Who are you gonna call?
Sights are sharp. Contact.
That didn't even take one of them. Here they come. Yikes. Okay.
At your service.
Okay.
Sir?
Major.
I really want to drive out there and shoot someone. I really do. Fuck cover. I didn't need it anyway. I need it. This, like, you can immediately tell that he isn't Reva because my AP economy is, like, so bad.
They're shielded behind cover.
That did nothing. Holy fucksticks!
Missed? Pathetic.
Hold strong. At
Oh!
your service.
I wish to hype under my cover again. If I can't see the nightmares, they can't see me, right? That's how that works? I believe that's how that works. We're so not doing shit. Oh, turret. Nope, nice try. That does nothing. Oh, fuck.
Yeah?
Ostrich strats indeed. Indeed. I want to head to the left and set up a machine gun there, but I don't know how much that will do. Plus we can't set up in this turn. So I think we're just going to fire into this and pray that this finally dies. Overload seems to just be pinned down for machines. God, we're not doing any fucking damage, dude. The turret doesn't kill it either. Yep, that's...
Jingbig taking losses.
Excuse me?
Sir?
Crazy? Honestly? That goes there. for the smoke of it all. And that was a really nice hit. All we're gonna do is not die? Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Getting accurate.
Because we're dying. Like, we are actively dying right now. That is sort of the issue here.
Ready on my signal.
Kill that, please. Okay, we got one of them down.
Great shot.
Dope is green. Always
There are
ready.
rockets there. Okay.
That's it. Let's fight.
I cannot kill these things. Oh, there's another big guy.
Human bodies fused with metal components. The weapons appear grafted onto their flesh. Sorry, Major. I was briefly out of focus. We need to hold out until QRF arrives.
Yeah,
Prioritize a
this-
defensive posture.
Not gonna put a... Oh, there's two of them there. Oh, there is two of them there.
Rifle range is always open, Marine.
God damn it. It's confirmed.
Okay. One hit, one miss. We live, we live. That burns to death. Come on, miss that. No! I was really hoping. I was really hoping for that to not happen. Down. Laser weaponry does not work against these. We lost two more people, and now we're wavering. Uh-oh. Yo, Zoe, how you doing? We are being menaced right now. I really wish I had Reva here. Not gonna lie. You think... Do you think... Just in general, chat? Do you think... What if...
You're welcome.
Okay. I think not. I'm not allowed to think anymore, not after the deaths. Not since the accident. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Please shoot that instead of my people.
Yeah.
Okay, that has kind of worked and distracted them at least a little bit. Now, what the fuck do we do with all of this down there? What if... We can't see them anymore. I reckon, like, I know that that's an issue, right? But at the same time, they also can't see us. And that I'm just in favor of. That was nothing. Okay. He broke. He's fleeing. He's fleeing. Hey, Ferris, thank you for the streak. At least I got more spoons. Hell yeah. At least there were spoons.
On target. 103rd has repositioned. Stay on,
Okay.
103rd.
There's only one of them left now. We can kill one of them, right? No? We cannot? Oh, wait. This is cover. But we still can't do anything with that cover. Nope, that's wrong. We can die. That's what we're currently doing. There's another squaddy down and now we're wavering. We're relocating to the other side, honestly. We cannot hold this side. We just cannot.
Major, QRF is imminent. Just hold out a moment longer.
Fuck. There's another group there. No, come on. Not like this.
It died.
Okay,
They can
one
die.
down. Yeah, they can die. That's true. They can die.
Hey, just don't miss again.
These are so tanky. Wait!
Major,
Okay, that just took armor, I suppose. These are uncontrollable now.
Sir?
Fuck it. That missed. That didn't hit what I wanted it to hit. Shit. We're just using this as cover. I need them to just not see us for a bit. Run! Not towards the enemy! What? What are you doing? You fucking idiots! And they're fleeing again. And they're fleeing again.
The hostiles are suppressed, Major.
Okay, that one does really well. Plasma rifle does insanely well.
Who, sir? Ready up.
So that's what we're doing, huh?
Attention, moving to cover.
Another squaddy dead. And they're also fleeing. And they're pinned.
With honor.
Come on. Dudes, you have got to stop. Oh, I forgot that. It was there.
CIA.
Another squaddy dead. Everyone's just dying. Everyone's just fucking dying, dude.
Major, given the nature of what was seen, seltzers and ether tablets.
That's 2 construct optics, 1 construct alloy. We lost Jacob, Pod, and Edwin. Rescued Pepper, Arnie, Garth, Big Arg, Lex, and Droppy. We lost 3. Okay, I thought this was much worse. I thought this was much, much worse. No new debuffs? No new debuffs.
What we have here is a hermetic bonding of bioorganic and metallurgical materials. An almost alchemical grafting of composite parts.
And now I know why the game is called Menace. I just got the achievement, Meet the Menace. I think we're done with the tutorial, chat. I think we're getting into the game proper now. Because I already see a fucking mechanic that's just started up.
Abnegating ancillary components like adipose tissue while maximizing functional patterns, the creature's pursuit of weaponization is obvious. An iterative design suggests these are beta products of ongoing experimentation, which then suggests that whatever created them is likely to make more, and increasingly dangerous ones at that. Sage designates it as a mechanically enhanced, neurologically augmented combat enemy, or as some Marines have started calling it,
Menace. Title drop!
Whatever this thing is, it had the intelligence to honeypot a number of ships using a fake SOS. Those captured vessels and crews have since left the area. At this point, there is no saying how much of this menace is out there, but we are almost certain to come across it again. Hold on, Major. I was expecting this man on the comms.
How convenient. How convenient. The TCR takes one tiny step into the way back, and out of the blue, these things appear. Already people are chirping in my ear. Let the TCR in, let them in. Their fleets will save us. And not only this, you drop a nuclear weapon on the site, erasing all possible evidence of just what you were doing down there. Another convenience. You are a convenience store, Marine. Peddling lies and insubstantiations. Let me be clear. I do not call you to submit to conspiracy and superstition. I call to tell you that the way back will hold its own, and my planetary Jingwei will see to that. Once this situation blows over, your presence here will be under strict review. Your little plankite guzzling ship might be fast, But even the quickest of mice can be cornered. End of line.
Uh-huh. Like, good luck with your fucking planetary defectors that are trying to still actively military coup you.
Major, we of course have no involvement with the Menace's appearance. I will deploy Sage to watch comms in the way back.
I'm so fond of you. He's a dictator.
Social teams will engage internet conversations in a pro-TCR manner. Outward positivism.
Yo, we have bot farms. Let's go.
To help steer away anti-TCR propaganda. While this new threat is startling to many.
We're posting on 4chan, dude.
Value for the Wayback's factions to close their doors entirely. For now, all we can do is continue our mission.
But I am seeing that this is red now. I don't know why. I reckon the Menace is going to take over. There is a Menace op here. There is a Menace operation here. Oh my god, that's so interesting though. So we need, like, straight up armor destroying anything, huh? We need to get through armor as much as possible. The only weapon that we had that did shit nor fuck was the plasma one. So medium armor pen or higher. That's where we are. That is where we are. We have a tool against the, like, large constructs, if that is even the large constructs. There might be bigger ones. And that is the laser lance that deals with those if it hits, which we can make that happen. We have one vehicle with plasma. We do not have access to more plasma. Do you think they're weak to EMP? Asking for a friend? Because it kind of sounds like they might be weak to EMP. What are you? Anti-material rifle Crocodile. A large caliber anti-material rifle developed by Carter Corner and dubbed Crocodile as part of their hard target interdiction program. The experience from the development of the M6 HMG lead to this very heavy but effective weapon that can engage hard targets and light vehicles over extremely long ranges. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. That's honestly kind of what I'm looking for. Huh. But it's one shot. I would say they're the Borg more than anything else, but that's less Tyranid than anything else. An SR-31 HM SPR. Special purpose rifle is a bolt action sniper rifle manufactured by Hatchet Amato for maximum precision over long ranges. Powerful and reliable, but not equipped with the most modern attachments, especially optics. Less armor pen. Like, we're looking for high hit point damage, high armor, right? High armor pen. So exactly this. Like, it's exactly this thing. Rotary barrel machine gun. I want this. I really, really want this. So what do we have for trade-ins that we don't give a shit about? I do want to keep those. We don't need these ever. Gimme. You know what I really, really want? I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. A heavy fucking tank. I want a tank. That's what I want. But in order to fight a tank, we need to find an army mission. And so far, these are all pirates. That doesn't help. That's aliens. That doesn't help. And that's the robots. That doesn't help. Yes, son, exactly. Alright, Twitch chat. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. we got to the title drop moment. I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect that that's where this was gonna go. However, I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. Menace. Now I can freely tell you like what I think and everything. This is fucking peak, is what this is. I am really looking forward to future development. Launch, I said, is on Thursday. And we are going to be seeing an estimated 1 year of early access. But what we have right now is super fucking playable. Like, super fucking playable. It is, with the exception of that stupid exhaustion debuff, a very good difficulty that ramps really well. Like, I've had a mission where I was like, okay, I've got this. I can just kind of brain AFK it. And I could. And then I lost 3 squaddies in the middle of it. But so far every mission has been, if you don't pay attention, you get punched, right? What difficulty did you play on? This is just normal. This is just on normal. This is nothing special. So, what was the 5 or 6 letter game about the central intelligence AI with a civilization-like gameplay and one faction had chieftain as waifu? Zephon. We're talking about Zephon. That game's sick. Zephon is fantastic. But no, like, I really, really like this. Tomorrow, however, is a CZN patch. So, caveat for tomorrow. I don't know when the patch is. If the patch isn't live by stream time tomorrow, I'm going to bed instead. However, I'm pretty sure the patch is live in the morning. So once we roll into stream time, we have an extra stream tomorrow. And then on Thursday, for Menace's release, we're going to be back and we're going to be playing Menace. And we're also going to be playing Menace on Friday. And we're also maybe playing Menace on Saturday. That depends on the specific answer that I'm waiting for. But expect to see this game a bunch. Also expect once this run goes to hell, we're going to start another one. Yeah. Like, just expect that. I'm going to be playing this for a bit because I'm having a really fucking good time with it. With that being said, everyone, let's go and do things. Let me find something very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Where are we going? Where are we going? I would like to go somewhere. Why is... Okay, we're not going anywhere. I'm going to bed. That's what I'm going. Hell yeah. Everybody, thank you for being here. Tomorrow, CZN stream either starts at 6 or whenever I feel like I need to play the fucking patch. So, somewhere. Bonus Wednesday stream. Other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night or evening, whatever it currently is, wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. God, I love this game! Anyway, good night!